deception. You're just a parasite, a piece of shit, a fading light. More bark, no bite. More bark, no bite. It's gonna break you down, so don't you cry to me. You never had a chance, lost your way for resistance. And if you die, I won't remember you. So shut your eyes, no one will cry for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Extreme Rules PPV pre-show. My name is BrendenPlayz, and tonight we go extreme here in Universe Mode as we have a big stack of matches featuring for you all here tonight. It's going to be a big show indeed, including two major headline matches. Of course, Finn Balor, Sami Zayn, WWE Championship matchup inside of a steel cage. The title's on the line. Will Zayn finally accomplish his dream? And also our main event of Extreme Rules. It's the Universal Championship. It's an Extreme Rules match. It's Goldberg versus the champion, Kevin Owens. But for now, we have a tag team matchup. It's going to be a tornado elimination tag match between Randy Orton and Rhyno. They'll be teaming up to take on the Spirit Squad. But first, well, here's a surprise. It's Seth Rollins coming to the ring here. Microphone in hand. Looks as though Rollins has got a bit of a message to the WWE Universe. We'll see what he has to say in a moment's time, but we weren't expecting Rollins to be here, part of the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Does not have a match scheduled, but decided to, well, I suppose, inject his opinion on the show regardless. Former WWE champion, two-time champion of the world, Seth Rollins, a member of the Raw roster. Let's check in to see what he has to say. Listen, I know tonight I don't have a match, and I'm not meant to be out here Extreme Rules. I'm not important enough, I'm not a big deal enough to be a part of the show tonight. But I have a message to the man who will be involved in a big match, and that is Goldberg, who has a shot for the Universal Championship later tonight. Goldberg and I, we've been fighting away for the last month. Goldberg has been attacking me from behind, backstage, before matches, during matches, and yes, Goldberg did beat me one-on-one. I admit that. I'm man enough to say he was the better man on that night. But it's not about that match. It's not about that night. It's about Goldberg in general. This guy comes back, gets a massive contract from our Raw GM Christian. He's only had a handful of matches in the last few years. But he comes back and he gets straight in the Royal Rumble. He gets a massive opportunity there. And not only does he lose, but then he goes on to get a huge WrestleMania match. And now, he finds himself the #1 contender. And tonight he gets a championship match. after a few months of being active, only a handful of matches, all of a sudden Goldberg is now in the top spot. And that pisses me off. Goldberg did beat me, and yes, he got the better of me that night, and yes, you may say that Goldberg deserves it more than I. I'm not saying that I do, but I'm saying there's a lot of guys in the back that deserve that opportunity more than Goldberg. There's a lot of guys in the back that all should be in contention for that title, and not Goldberg. And I'm not the only one who feels this way. People have been talking. People have been saying that how Goldberg does not deserve his place. People have been saying that they're ready to stand up and fight Goldberg. Because Goldberg has been going around, running his mouth, attacking whoever the hell he wants, fighting whoever the hell he wants, doing whatever the hell he wants. But not anymore. Goldberg, I know you could be the champion after tonight. And I know that you may have gotten the better of me a couple of weeks ago, but mark my words, Bill, I'm not going to stop until I take you out. I'm not going to stop until you are gone from Raw and the WWE forever. Because Goldberg, guys like you were great. You belong in the past. It's time to let the young guys, it's time to let the next generation shine and stop trying to hog onto the spotlight and stop trying to hold everyone down for your own personal greed. So Goldberg, if you're the champion tonight, you have a target on your back because myself and many others, we're coming for you, and we could be coming for your Universal Championship. So I want to say good luck to Kevin Owens tonight. I hope you can get it done. I hope you can beat Goldberg and represent the next generation. Because someone needs to step up and someone needs to take Goldberg out. And I hope it's you. Well, Rollins has a massive message there for Goldberg. It seems like the Raw locker room has had enough of the icon. Rollins is hoping that Kevin Owens can beat Goldberg later on tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our pre-show contest. And it's a tag team matchup that arguably I thought I would never see. The Spirit Squad versus Rhyno and Randy Orton. Now, the Spirit Squad, it was a bit of a surprise to see them drafted in Season 4's WWE draft. But the thing is that the Spirit Squad, they're coming back. They're coming back for one last run themselves. They were signed to I'm not going to say big money because it was the minimum contract. It was pretty low, not a big contract at all. So SmackDown not really taking much of a risk on the Spirit Squad. But surprisingly, the Spirit Squad have actually been winning. I don't think Edge, when he signed the Spirit Squad, really believed that they were going to be able to pick up the wins and actually perform and beat some of the tag teams here on SmackDown. But, you know, to their credit, they've actually been on a bit of a roll. They've been beating a lot of teams that have come their way, and they are in the Tag Team Championship contendership. They are in contention for Enzo and Cass's SmackDown Tag Team titles. They only have one team to get through, and that is the new team of Randy Orton and Rhyno. Tonight, it's an Elimination Tornado Tag Team match, so something completely different to what the Spirit Squad and arguably Randy Orton and Rhyno had been accustomed to in recent times. Randy Orton, a former WWE champion here in Universe Mode, yet to win Tag Team Championship Gold, or the Silverware, I guess you could say, in Universe Mode. He's been mainly a singles competitor, and it's been probably the first time in his career he's looked to enter in a different division. Hasn't looked to come after the Intercontinental Championship, hasn't looked for any other championships really other than the world title. And now, well, he's teaming up with Rhyno to try and chase the tag team titles. Well, the reason why these two guys have come together as a tag team is basically because, well, Rhyno got the better of Randy Orton. A number of victories over Randy Orton week after week. Randy Orton just couldn't beat Rhyno. And it's a case of, well, if you can't beat him, join him. And Randy Orton and Rhyno have some mutual respect for one another, and they believe that this combination, the two of them together, could be a deadly force. As the Suplex Brigade to start off, and it's one from the Spirit Squad and one from Randy Orton and Rhyno. Well, I think it's a bit of an all-star tag team from Randy Orton and Rhyno. It's an odd pairing, but it's a pairing that could definitely work. Randy Orton, a former world champion. Rhyno has been in contention for the championships such as the Intercontinental Championship, the US title here in Universe Mode. Not a lot of luck there, but entering the tag division now for Rhyno could be a great start for him. It could be a good opportunity for him to get himself a championship here in Universe Mode, and obviously Randy Orton, a great opportunity for him to well, get some titles around his waist as well, because it's been a long time since he's held any championships here in Universe Mode. Randy Orton slamming down Kenny Dykstra of the Spirit Squad. Rhyno has a hold of Mikey, looking to suplex him, but they were countered there by Mikey, unable to get there as a single leg takedown there by the Spirit Squad member. So it's a bit of a surprise return, as we said, by the Spirit Squad. They decided to come back. You know, obviously some success many years ago, but never really, never really shown any desire to be a part of Universe Mode here. But it's an opportunity for them as he springs over the top of the rope, connecting there. Did he get all of it? Probably not, but enough to keep the big man down. But it's an opportunity. The SmackDown Tag Division has a bit of an opportunity, has a window of opportunity to come in and potentially, be a part of a title matchup. And they believe that they're still in physically good enough shape, that they have the hunger, the desire to be champions once again. And they want to accomplish it here in Universe Mode for the first time. So it's going to be interesting. So far, so good for them. They've been able to, go back to their old ways, and things have been working out for them. But how long can it last for? We've been told that their contracts have been renewed. They were only scheduled to have contracts up until Extreme Rules, so a very short length of time. Only a 2-month contract, because our SmackDown GM Edge, much like I think all of us, is a cross-body off the top. On the Rhyno, Mikey looking pretty good. I think a lot of us were kind of expecting the Spirit Squad to bomb and not really be that successful, because, let's be honest, two guys coming back, from a long time ago, you're probably not expecting all that much from them. As Randy Orton, he's sent off the top of the ropes. The Spirit Squad looking pretty good at the moment. As Kenny's going to look for the cover. Orton in trouble. Rhyno, you got to turn around and help your tag partner out. Randy kicks out, though. Thank goodness for Rhyno, because he would have been in some big trouble by Randy if he had been pinned right there. So the Spirit Squad, a very low contract, very short period of time, but their success has been rewarded with a longer term contract. They've been signed up until SummerSlam, so they have a few more months to, perhaps even win Tag Team Championship. I'm sure if they win the tag titles, then our SmackDown GM Edge will be looking to sign them for longer. If not, even Raw might become interested in the Spirit Squad and try and take them over. That's the thing that the Spirit Squad need to look for. The more times they win, the more success they have, the more money they're going to get, and the more interest it's going to be. Raw may even make a big play and offer a big money deal, because the Spirit Squad, they're later in age at the moment. They're in the latter stages of their careers, so they've got to be certainly considering the dollar signs. So if they can have some success, maybe win the tag team titles, who knows what their future could hold. As now Mikey again this time springs off the top of the ropes with a cross-body lands on Rhyno. He's been pretty successful so far. As Randy Orton, he might be looking for a superplex off the top. DDT there by Mikey. Kenny's up top now. Look out. Superplex. Oh, Kenny with a counter and shrugs off Randy Orton. Jeez, he needed that. Mikey once again going back to the well. This time he gets met with an elbow. Orton in trouble here. Kenny could beat him here. No. Facebuster there to Rhyno. This tornado tag to elimination. So the rules are, if you get pinned or submitted, the match continues, but you are eliminated from the match, and your partner is left to fend all by himself. So it's quite clear the team that gets the first pinfall or submission will probably go on to win this one, because a handicap situation could be almost impossible to overcome. Certainly in Tornado Tag Team rules, if it's a normal, regular environment where you can tag in and out and you only have to deal it one at a time, it's definitely doable. It's a nice suplex there by Randy. But when you have to deal with both guys at the same time, it's very, very tough to overcome. And that's what the teams will be looking for, that first pinfall. Orton now suplexing Kenny down again. Rhyno working away on Mikey. In the corner goes Mikey as Rhyno slowly coming after him. Randy Orton, he's firing up here. Power slam there to Kenny. Rhyno driving the shoulder into the guts of Mikey in the corner. And look at that, both men in the corner there as Randy, though, gets met with a headbutt there by Kenny. Mikey slammed down there by Rhyno. So we've kind of questioned the tag team work of Rhyno and Orton so far. Not a lot of great, tag team work so far. The chemistry's not quite there yet. They, I think, need some more matches before we can really start to see the best of it. Randy Orton, oh, a top rope DDT, spiking the head of Kenny. Rhyno couldn't pin Mikey, and Orton has Kenny beat, but he can't go for the cover. Resting up there, but geez, he's got Mikey in a really tough spot right now. Sorry, Kenny rather, as Mikey, he slams down Rhyno. Orton driving the knee on Kenny as Rhyno connects with a suplex. A German suplex indeed, as attempted right hand there by Kenny. Missed out. And oh! What a clothesline there by Orton. Kenny may be knocked out cold. Referee slow into position. Here's the cover. Is this it for Kenny? No, a kick out. As Mikey is sent into the corner. Rhyno has a hold of him, getting him up as their legs are wrapped around with that head scissors there. As Rhyno, what has he got planned here? Thinking superplex of his own. This time it's to Mikey. Big trouble here. Mikey off the top, avalanching him off the top with a superplex. And that is a tough spot to be in. Randy Orton dealing with Kenny. Rhyno has Mikey beat, I think. Mikey's in trouble. And Rhyno, belly to belly slam. A belly to belly. Mikey, can he find a way to kick out? It's over for Mikey. Kenny can't do it by himself. Surely not. It's down to 2-on-1. Rhyno puts Mikey away. And Rhyno drops Kenny Dykstra down as well. He drops the knee and even busts him open as well. So Mikey has been eliminated. It's all up to Kenny to get the job done for the Spirit Squad. If they can't, then Rhyno and Randy Orton will go on to face Enzo and Cass down the line for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Rhyno breaks it up there as now Randy Orton and Rhyno. Here we go, a bit of tag team work here, and that's what we want to see from these two. We expect the tag team work to get better and better as the more matches they have, the more times they team up. Two great superstars coming together should surely make a good tag team. It doesn't always happen though, but with a bit of experience, the chemistry will build, and I think things will start to really fire up as, oh, Rhyno with the spear on Kenny. Randy will go for the cover, and you can count to 100. It's over. Randy Orton and Rhyno get the job done, and they'll face Enzo and Cass for the SmackDown Tag Team titles in the near future. What a victory here on our pre-show for Extreme Rules for Orton and Rhyno. You know, as soon as that first pinfall took place, we had a feeling the Spirit Squad, it was an uphill battle for them to overcome. We had a feeling it was going to be all over. It's so hard to come back from a tornado handicap situation. And unfortunately for them, they couldn't do it. Orton and Rhyno, too good tonight. Even a bit of tag team work between them. Things are starting to look better. Things are starting to just unfold here for Rhyno and Orton. And it won't be long until they could be the next tag team champions, and they might be a well-oiled machine. They might finally start to get things right, and the tag team work will start to, well, it will start to come together. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is your Extreme Rules pre-show. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like on this video. If you want to check out the main show, you can do so by heading over to the channel of BrendenPlayz and watching the full pay-per-view over there. In the comments down below, I'd love to know if you think Randy Orton and Rhyno can defeat Enzo and Cass for the tag team titles. Let me know in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed this pre-show, and I will see each and every one of you, hopefully, at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view main show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Extreme Rules PPV. My name is BrendenPlayz, and tonight the rulebook is thrown out the window as we go extreme. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you do want to watch a specific match of tonight's show, make sure you head to the description down below, click on the timestamp, and it should take you to whichever match you would like to see. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight it is going to be an action-packed show. The card is stacked. You will not want to miss any of the matches on tonight's show. I can guarantee you that. Of course, if you haven't already, check out the pre-show available right now on BrendenPlayz as well, featuring the team of Randy Orton and Rhyno up against the Spirit Squad to determine the #1 contenders for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. And speaking of SmackDown, we're kicking off the show with SmackDown's Intercontinental Championship matchup with the Wyatt family's Luke Harper up against the former member of the Wyatt family, Braun Strowman. Well, it's been an interesting scenario between the Wyatts and Strowman. At Payback, we saw Braun Strowman officially come out and say he no longer needs the Wyatt family by attacking Bray Wyatt, hitting the choke slam on Bray, taking out Bray Wyatt. It's a symbol that Braun Strowman, it's a sign, a message that Braun Strowman is now his own man. He's now on his own. He no longer needs the Wyatt family to be successful. He no longer needs the Wyatt family to be the man. He believes on his own he can reach heights that he could never accomplish alongside the Wyatts. And I gotta admit, Braun Strowman with the Wyatt family, he was kind of the fourth man. He was not the center piece like Bray Wyatt is. He was not the man at the front leading charge and dominating everyone like he is now. He was behind Bray Wyatt, Harper, and Rowan. He was the fourth guy. He was the extra guy to come in late into the piece, and he was kind of treated that way. He was never treated as the main man. But he split away from the Wyatt family, going on his own path for the last few months, and officially going as a solo after Payback and beyond. He's won the Intercontinental Championship, he's defended it, and he now has a tough assignment tonight up against Luke Harper, a man who knows every single move Braun Strowman will deliver in this match, and that is the struggle that Strowman has. Can he beat a man who knows everything about him? Well, likewise for Braun Strowman, he knows everything about Luke Harper, but the power and control of Bray Wyatt is difficult to overcome. We know that Braun Strowman has to try and get that out of his mind. He has to try and beat up his own former family member in Luke Harper to hang on to the championship that he cherishes, hang on to the championship that he's worked so hard to accomplish, and hang on to the championship that he's risked everything, his entire career, if not his entire life, to win. You split apart from the Wyatt family, I get the feeling that you will pay forever because of it. Well, Strowman tonight, he is your champion, folks, but will he be champion after tonight? It's a tough assignment for him. A couple of weeks ago, Luke Harper managed to defeat Braun Strowman 1-on-1, which is the reason why this match is taking place. Harper earned himself an opportunity because of that victory. And you'd have to say Harper won that match due to outside interferences, distractions by Rowan and Bray Wyatt. And Braun Strowman just, he had to deal with three guys at once, and it was too much for him to overcome, despite Strowman being an absolute monster. We know that. But when you've got, the members of the Wyatt family distracting you, distracting the referee, doing everything they can to try and help Luke Harper win, it's difficult. We saw Braun Strowman manage to knock off Eric Rowan last week on SmackDown, so that'll get the confidence back for Braun Strowman, but it's going to be tough for him here tonight. Both Bray Wyatt and Eric Rowan are ringside for this one again. Luke Harper, multiple-time tag team champion here in Universe Mode, yet to really break out as a single star. This is an opportunity for him to do so. We've seen Braun Strowman do it, Bray Wyatt, multiple-time Intercontinental champion himself. So as Harper takes down Braun Strowman, the SDO, this is an opportunity now for Luke Harper to kind of show us what he can do by himself, create his own path, his own journey to the top. And a win here tonight will win him his first singles championship as a DDT connecting on Strowman. What a win it would be. You do the service for the Wyatt family, you take the title away from the traitor that is Braun Strowman, you take the championship away from him, you bring it back to the Wyatts, and also you win yourself a title. You are the Intercontinental champion. That is a huge achievement if Luke Harper can do it tonight. Braun Strowman, 6'9", 380 pounds. He's an absolute monster. He's a beast. We know that. And Luke Harper, he's 6'5", but he gets dwarfed by Braun Strowman. That is That's the difficulty that Luke Harper faces tonight. But Harper, he won't let that size difference get to him too much. He can match with Braun Strowman, we know that. As now Strowman has Harper. It's the ropes, here comes Strowman. But Harper with a counter in the gut wrench and suplexes down Strowman. Great power display there by Harper, able to pick the big man up and drops him down. Well, that's the issues that Braun Strowman will face tonight, because just like we saw the Eric Rowan matchup, the Wyatts can pick Strowman up, they can throw him around, they can do everything that Braun Strowman can do. It's not about power anymore. It's about who's the better man. And normally Braun Strowman can outmuscle his opponents, but he doesn't have that opportunity here tonight. Luke Harper can match him. Shrugs off Luke Harper there as Braun Strowman now stomping away. No signs of Bray or Eric Rowan yet as they're watching on up in the ramp. Big shot there by Strowman on Harper and keeps him down. I'm sure Bray and Rowan won't be too far away if things get tough for Luke Harper. We're going to see later on tonight Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor for the WWE Championship. We've seen the interferences from Roman Reigns in past weeks. And now SmackDown General Manager Edge decided to make that match a steel cage to ensure that no interferences could happen. As you see Bray Wyatt now getting a closer look. Unfortunately, for Braun Strowman, this is not a steel cage match for himself. So interferences still could occur in this one. So it's an uphill battle for Braun Strowman to overcome. As Harper now trying to get these fans behind him. And it's a mild support. I mean, some people are kind of divided. That's the thing. Some people agree with what Braun Strowman did as he went for the choke slam. Couldn't connect as Harper with a counter. And what a shot, takes down Strowman. Some people agree with what Braun Strowman did. You know, breaking away from the Wyatt family. Many believe it was the right call, right decision, and right way to go. But others believe that, hey, Braun Strowman, he betrayed the Wyatt family. Wyatt family didn't do anything wrong. They came out to support Braun Strowman, and Strowman turned his back on the Wyatts, who gave him everything. They gave him his start here in WWE, right here on SmackDown. And Braun Strowman, you know, took all of that and threw it straight back in the face of Bray Wyatt. So it's a bit of a split decision. I don't know how you guys are feeling watching at home, what your call is, how you feel about it, who's in the right here. Is there anyone in the right? But it's a tough one to say. It's tough to really say, you know, what the right decision was. But it's irrelevant because it's all about the Intercontinental Championship right now. It's not about who split apart and what's right, what's wrong. It's about hanging onto the championship for Strowman and winning the championship for Luke Harper, as now these fists driving into the skull of Luke Harper. As Bray Wyatt watching on, he's got a close eye on Strowman. And I think it's inevitable that we see Bray versus Strowman. Oh wow, a Hurricane Rana there by Luke Harper. Well, we know Harper can fly around the ring, but that is something that you won't see Braun Strowman doing. At least I hope not. That is very interesting from Luke Harper. And he obviously feels as though for him to win tonight, he needs to bring out those types of moves. Quicken the pace a little bit, try and wear and tire down the big man. Submission now applied here to Braun Strowman. Trouble here for the big man. Will he tap out here? Luke Harper putting the pressure on Strowman. Braun Strowman trying desperately to break free, trying to get that arm free. And oh, a knee to the back of the head of Harper. Forward up with the left hand. And Harper now back to his feet with Strowman. The hold has been released. Thank goodness, Strowman can't afford to be in that hold for too much longer. Otherwise, he may be losing his championship right there. Strowman now has Harper in position. Went for the power bomb, but he gets slammed down with a back body drop. Luke Harper with a big counter, and that could be a turning point in this match. If Strowman hits the powerbomb, it could have been all over there for Luke Harper. Harper now, right hand, and now picks up Strowman and face first plants him down in front of him. And now Braun is on the back foot here. Luke Harper in control, trying desperately to hang on to this and keep the momentum going to potentially pick up a win. Strowman wanted to hit back with a choke slam. He couldn't connect it again. Harper knows Strowman inside and out. He knows everything he's going to do, and he continues to fire in the counters to break free of potential danger. Neckbreaker, couldn't quite get the win with a shoulder up at the count of 2. Luke Harper in control though, in position, thinking about the discus lariat. Can he clothesline himself to a championship win? Atomic drop now. And so far, Bray has not got himself involved. He's watching closely, supporting his man, but hasn't had to get himself involved in the match yet. Harper couldn't connect there. As Strowman with the counter. Braun Strowman now has him up. Running power slam. Braun Strowman with a running power slam. And now Rowan is here. Realizes the danger that Harper is in. And he's here with Bray Wyatt to try and stop Strowman from going for the cover. It worked perfectly. The distraction was made. And Strowman hit the running power slam. Would have beat Harper right there. Well, Harper stays in this matchup, but it could be a matter of time. Another big move by Strowman, perhaps going back to that choke slam, and Strowman could put this one away and defend his championship yet again. Attempted right hand, missing. Counter there by Harper. Now a step DDT, and he got him so well that he's even cut the big man open. Braun Strowman in a bad way. Luke Harper, though, he's in control. He almost lost this one, but thanks to his White family members, he stayed in it. And hey, Braun Strowman, he could have had the whole White family supporting him here tonight versus someone else, as now he's cut Harper open with those stiff right hands. So it's a bloody battle right here at Extreme Rules. Early on, we're starting to see what Extreme Rules is all about. Everyone trying everything they can to win. Trying to inflict as much pain as now. Wow, Braun Strowman, well, there you go. He is just happy that he's bleeding. He doesn't care. He just wants to beat up Luke Harper. Of course, a few weeks ago, Harper and Rowan attacked Braun Strowman from behind backstage. Braun Strowman hasn't forgotten about that. He's sick and tired of the Wyatt family already. He wants to be his own man, wants to be a champion by himself. The Wyatts will not forget. The Wyatts want to put Strowman away and make him perish here on SmackDown. Statman, as Eric Rowan gets a steel chair involved. Disqualifications will occur in this matchup, unlike many of our other matches tonight. But DQ will be enforced in this one, so anyone uses that steel chair, well, that match will end in a disqualification. Of course, the title cannot change hands by DQ, so that'll be no good for Luke Harper. Harper now takes down Strowman again. It's now Rowan, as you can see, tried to take the turnbuckle padding off. Referee was on top of it though, stopped him from doing so, and gets it on himself, reinforces it back on. So more distractions as Harper now with a clothesline. Referee now getting rid of the steel chair as the stop now to Braun Strowman. You see the blood all over the face of Harper, all over the face of Strowman, and I didn't think we'd see it any other way. These two guys are looking to beat the hell out of each other. Harper trying to do it for the family. Braun Strowman trying to do it for himself. Normally he's always about the family. He's always doing what's right by Bray Wyatt. Instead now he's doing what's right by himself, for himself. Harper attempted right hand, blocked there by Strowman, hitting one of his own. And now a spinebuster by Strowman. He used this to beat Eric Rowan on SmackDown. Now the cover, shoulders down. No, his shoulder is up. Harper stays in it. Spinebuster could be deadly here tonight for Braun Strowman. He used it, like I said, to beat Rowan. Couldn't quite put Harper away there. As now he drives Harper into the corner. Turns him around. Braun Strowman. What's he got planned here? He comes! Oh, missing. Hasn't exactly got the speed to burn, as he was a little slow getting there. Harper had plenty of time to get out of the way before the big man crashed into the turnbuckle. Heads colliding now. And now, oh, he went for a big boot, but gets met with a back body drop instead. Harper wanted to put Strowman away. Couldn't do it though. And now Strowman. Oh boy! Strowman trying to wrench the body of Harper back, trying to make him tap out, the arms are locked back. And Braun Strowman doing everything in his power to make Harper tap here. He's got his hands wrenching the face of Harper back, but oh, Harper slips underneath, takes out the feet of Braun Strowman and stays in this matchup. Close battle between these two men as, oh, drops down Harper. The Intercontinental Championship on the line. These two SmackDown Warriors battling away right now. It's now Strowman looking to put him away again. Running power slam. Once again, and now Rowan. He's going for the turnbuckle pad again. The referee's distracted. You've got to be kidding me. Well, we knew it was going to happen. Just when things get tough, Rowan saves the day for Harper. Braun Strowman, moments away from retaining his championship. Meanwhile, Harper's still in it, gets dropped down again with a back body drop. Braun Strowman is prepared and ready for when Harper launches his assault. Strowman now. What's he got planned? He's got Harper up. Owner. Jackknife powerbomb. Right there from Strowman. Picking up Harper and drops him down with a powerbomb. Great power on display there by Strowman. Attempted suplex. Blocked by Harper. Hits one of his own. Was Harper on his last legs here. It could be do or die here. The Wyatts have saved Harper a few times here, but how much longer can he go? How many times can they save him before it's too late? Clothesline by Strowman. Harper in a bad way. Now, DDT. This could be the moment. Harper has Strowman down, but once again, Strowman too good. Single leg takedown. Spinning Harper off his feet and stays in control. Strowman, this is why he's the champion right now. So good at shutting down the offense of his opponents. Finding a way to counter, finding a way to stay in control of the match. Harper setting up Strowman, couldn't quite connect. These big right hands now, trying everything in his power. Strowman, snapmare. It's so close here. You have to say Strowman is in front. Strowman's in a better position. And oh, Hurricane Runner again. You see Harper on one knee. He's struggling. He's running out of gas. It might be do or die here. Go for the big shot. Go for that lariat to try and put Strowman away. Harper countering. And now, another DDT. He's using that well. Strowman hasn't found a way to counter the DDT, so Harper keeps going back for it, and it's working. Strowman's up, and once again takes Harper off his feet. Strowman is finding ways to stay in this match. It's close between the two right now. It could go either way. Another kick out. Luke Harper in some trouble. Strowman doing everything he can to shut the offense down of Harper, but Harper keeps on firing back. He's not giving up yet. What has Harper got planned now? Rolling Strowman over. Shot to the face by Braun. Still countering everything Harper's throwing at him. Still the blood is dripping down the faces of both men. Strowman went for a big right hand that could have clubbed down Harper. But look at the power on display there by Strowman. Catching Harper and just pushing him back and taking Harper off his feet. That's what Harper has to deal with. Now Braun Strowman with a huge clubbing right hand. That forearm striking Harper off his feet. And I would have thought that would have been a 3 count right there. But Rowan again distracts the ref and Strowman can't believe it. He's had enough. Now Rowan distracting Strowman again. The DDT now by Harper. What is Strowman going to do? The referee's got to do something about this. He's got to get Rowan and Bray Wyatt out of here. Things have already gotten out of control. Braun Strowman's doing everything right. But he just keeps getting distracted by the Wyatts at the last hurdle. Running power slam! Again! Another running power slam! The cover! And Rowan, again! You have to be kidding me! How many times does Strowman have to hit the power slam to put Harper away? He would have had him beat right there. But Rowan keeps getting involved, and the referee keeps letting it happen. Well, this is danger now for Strowman. He's done everything right. He's beaten Harper. He has gotten him beaten. He's beaten, he would have had him beat 3 times already. But the distraction by the Wyatts have allowed Luke Harper to stay in this matchup. And now I fear the worst for Strowman. Strowman now picked up, dropped down. Harper could have him beat here. Strowman not giving up yet though. Harper now. Shut down there by Braun. There's only so much Braun can do before it's too much. Eventually, Luke Harper will get his best shot in and put Strowman away if Braun can't find a way to stop the Wyatts from interfering. Rowan especially. Braun Strowman, he's running on fumes now. That was one of the tactics I believed that could have put Strowman away here. Stretch this match out for as long as possible and put Braun away. Try and tie the big man. Try and wear him down. And eventually the win will come. Harper trying everything in his power. Now a couple of counters. Now, here it comes! Discus, lariat, clothesline in the head of Braun Strowman. The cover, and you've got to be joking. Luke Harper does it. Well, give the assist to Rowan. Braun Strowman did nothing wrong. He had Harper beat numerous times, but because of the distraction by Eric Rowan, the poor refereeing as well, Luke Harper wins the Intercontinental Championship. The Wyatts once again hold the IC title here on SmackDown. This time it's Harper. And the ultimate revenge. A brother leaves the family. He betrays them. What better way to get your revenge by taking his most prized possession, the Intercontinental Championship. Luke Harper is your new champion here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, our next match, it is a personal affair between a veteran and a rookie, a newcomer to the WWE, Hideo Itami and Chris Jericho. Let's take you back to the beginning of this rivalry. Jericho defeating Hideo Itami on his SmackDown debut. Itami was irate, came after Jericho post-match, attacking Jericho and laying him out. And as the weeks went by, week after week, they would just be fighting each other, and eventually it went to Payback, and these two, they just took each other out backstage, but Itami had the last laugh, putting Jericho through the table at Payback. And now it's time to see them lock up tonight in a no-holds-barred match. We're going to settle this rivalry once and for all. Jericho got a victory in their first encounter, and also Jericho got a victory recently on SmackDown, making Itami tap out to the walls of Jericho. So this has really been a great time for Chris Jericho, and a horrible time for Hideo Itami. He just can't seem to beat Chris Jericho, the former world champion and multiple-time tag team champion here in Universe Mode. Itami, well, his debut was spoiled, but he hasn't really been able to do much since, because he's been so focused on Chris Jericho that it's really consumed him. It's taken over. It's everything that he was trying to work towards accomplishing here on the main roster has been put aside for now until Itami takes care of business, and that business is Chris Jericho. But the question is, can Itami take care of Chris Jericho? Jericho has beaten him twice now, and Itami, whilst he's got the better of Jericho in a few post-match assaults and a backstage altercation, you'd have to say Jericho in the middle of the ring beating Itami twice is where it really counts. And Jericho, well, he's got the one up on Itami as we get this one underway. Finally, Itami and Jericho in the ring, ready to settle it. We've been seeing them fight each other after matches, before matches, you name it, for weeks and weeks and weeks. It's time to settle it once and for all. Jericho starts with the suplex. No holds barred match, of course. The rulebook thrown out the window. I guess it's the theme of the night, isn't it? Extreme Rules. Well, no holds barred will be very similar. As Itami, gets clotheslined there by Jericho. The only difference between this one and an Extreme Rules match is, of course, this one, the pinfall submission, must take place inside the ring. And that's where we want it. We've been seeing them fight each other backstage, outside the ring. We want to see it inside the middle of the ring, fair and square. Who is the better man? And if they want, they can use weapons to their advantage, because we've already seen that, so you might as well let them go for it again if they wish. Itami with a big slap there to the veteran. And this is what it's really all about. Itami made a huge name for himself in the Japanese circuit. He's been a star over there. He came to NXT and became a star at NXT without winning the gold. He was one of the best competitors in NXT. Signed a huge money contract to come to SmackDown, a part of the Season 4 draft. Of course, Austin Aries was Raw's major pick. Itami was SmackDown's major pick. So a lot of pressure on Itami, huge emphasis on him. he needs to perform. Edge is paying him a massive amount of money to be on the SmackDown roster, and he failed at his first match on the main roster as a springboard drop kick, nicely executed, right there on the chest of Jericho, who's back to his feet trying to get a hold of Itami. Can't quite do it as Itami able to counter. So there's a lot of expectation on Hideo, and he has not been able to live up to it. Jericho, of course, a former world champion here on Universe Mode. Who can forget the run that he had? Money in the Bank winner as well. He's had a lot of success here in Universe Mode. So losing to Jericho isn't exactly embarrassing or anything like that, but it certainly has dampened the confidence of Hideo Itami. Like we said, it's consumed him. He needs to beat Jericho to move on and begin his SmackDown career. Reverse DDT, perhaps even caught some of that steel chair on the way down. As Itami now gets a hold of Jericho, gonna pick up Jericho in a powerbomb on the steel chair. Itami hits the first big blow of the match. Can this be enough? No, it's just a count of one as Jericho able to kick out. And Itami with a solid start with a powerbomb on the steel chair. That'll help. That will do it. Jericho needs to be careful. As Itami now takes Jericho off his feet. And the heads collide. Jericho, he's the veteran around here, and arguably his status is... Oh, Jericho returns the favor! Powerbomb on the steel chair. This time I think the back of Itami's head bounced off the steel chair, and that I think will hurt even more than the back into the chair. Hold the thought that I was going to say a moment ago, because Jericho's about to fly, springing over the top, went for the drop kick himself. Itami, though, he swatted it out of the way, evaded it, and thankfully for Itami, he's been able to avoid that drop kick, unlike Jericho, who's not able to do so. Jericho, arguably his spot on the SmackDown roster, has just slipped away a little bit. He was a top star a couple of seasons ago, world champion as we know, he was the man. But he's just slipped away a little bit in recent times. The past year, not exactly all that kind for him as a double axe handle in the head of Itami. And he's kind of used this as an opportunity to prove that he still can hang with the young kids, that he's still good enough to compete with the next generation of superstars, the next big crop of talent coming through. Obviously, Itami, very, very experienced, but very new here to Universe Mode in WWE. This is a major test for Itami as the knees into his back, and what about that from Jericho? But Itami with a nice counter there. Went for a cover. Jericho quickly kicked out. In the corner now is Jericho. Could be in some trouble here as the kick and follows it up with a forearm. Jericho's feet arguably underneath the rope there, but it won't matter because the rope break, I believe, could be thrown out the window as well if the referee decides not to enforce it. Itami now going up to the second. Trouble here for Jericho, who's going to be slowly getting back to his feet. What's Itami got planned? And oh, he went for the kick as well. Jericho this time, though, he got out of the way. So it's been a bit of a, what you can do, I can do better. And both these competitors trying to upstage one another and trying to showcase their ability. Jericho now flies over the top. Lands on Itami, who gets back to his feet. Big right hand there by Itami. Shot to the back there for Itami as Jericho trying to get some confidence going here. Itami arguably got the better of Jericho early on with that big powerbomb, but Jericho's been able to fight back with one of his own. And now Itami, what has he got planned? Here comes Itami into the corner, driving the feet into Chris Jericho, the former world champion, in the corner, and Itami looking the goods here. Well, he needs to prove that he's good enough for the big money contract and earn the money that he's been given. Well, he's showing that right now. Oh, he missed that one, though. And Jericho makes him pay with a backbreaker. Well, I haven't really enjoyed the tactics and the antics that Hideo Itami has shown over the last couple of months since arriving to SmackDown. He hasn't exactly been the most liked man around here. There's Jericho. He's looking to pose to the crowd a little bit, just trying to get them on his side and just showcase that Itami's not all that hard. He's having an easy time, Jericho. He's in this one. He's doing well. As an Insuguri takes down Itami. But Itami, backstage assaults, post-match blindsiding attacks, it's not exactly, that great to really watch. It's not really proving that he is the most worthy guy of this big contract he's been given, showcasing that he's going to play by the rules, which is why no holds barred match will certainly suit him tonight. As what about that there from Itami, able to take Jericho off his feet, could be it for Jericho. Oh, and here for the counter, 2 nearly gets him. And Itami now getting Jericho back up. Shot there by Jericho with the guts. There's now Jericho. Oh, we've seen this. It's been used to beat Itami before. The walls of Jericho. Can Itami dig deep and fight through it? Find a way to break free of the hold, or will he have to tap here and lose yet again to Chris Jericho tonight? The pressure on the lower back, but Itami able to flip through and gets out of the hold. Well, thank goodness for that, because Itami has tapped out of the walls before, and it perhaps is the one move I think Jericho needs to go to beat Itami here. If it's worked before, it should work again. Maybe a little bit more damage needs to be inflicted on Itami just yet, as now Jericho taken down. Driven into the mat there, and he's back. Being applying a lot of pressure to it as Itami lining him up. Here comes the running knee. Oh, Jericho. Jericho's faced Daniel Bryan in the past. He's been used to that running knee. Itami trying to use it here tonight to full effect, unable to connect. As a DDT to follow it up anyways to remain in control of this match. Now working away on the arm. Itami is relentless and ruthless right now, targeting any body part he can, trying to inflict as much damage on Chris Jericho as possible. Right hand there by Jericho takes Itami down, and Jericho trying to fight through. Snapman. This has been a fast-paced match between the two right now. Two great technical wrestlers. Obviously Jericho at the tail end of his career. It'd be a lot harder for Jericho to go the distance here with Itami. And oh, a suplex lands on the steel chair as well. Jericho in some trouble. Itami, can he beat him? No. Jericho stays in it with a kick out at the count of 2, and Itami looking for the next big move. It's been non-stop by these two as he went for the splash. Couldn't connect. Jericho at the tail end of his career trying to, I guess, hang on here to his career, trying to remain relevant, trying to stay in the hunt, perhaps even capture one more world title, maybe one more Intercontinental Championship. Jericho would love to accomplish these feats. He knows beating Itami here would go a long way to being able to get himself back in contention for championship, something he's really not been in the mix of for a long time. Ever since coming to SmackDown at the Survivor Series draft last season, Jericho hasn't really had a great time here on the blue brand. Itami now. Here comes these big strikes, these patented strikes here by Hideo Itami. Jericho being kicked right in the chest. These huge kicks there, and they hurt big time as Jericho is down. And Jericho able to counter that attempted kick there, so Itami went for one too many. He's missed out, and now Itami, look out! GTS! Yes! GTS! The cover! Jericho is out cold. No, the shoulder is up. Jericho still has some life left in him. Well, we said a moment ago Jericho's been able to fight through the running knee. Well, he's faced CM Punk in the past as well with that dangerous GTS. And this time tonight, instead of getting beaten by it, he's been able to kick out. This is how much this match means to Chris Jericho. He knows he needs to beat Itami tonight to keep his career alive as a sit-out powerbomb. To keep his career alive, he needs this win. Itami needs this win to start his career here on SmackDown. It's a huge match for both men. Jericho now in a bad way after that GTS, but he's looking for the big move himself. Went for the code breaker. Itami though missing. Able to get out of the way, and Jericho's missed. Suplex by Itami to follow it up. And now Itami trying to go for those strikes again. He's missed out as Jericho with a clothesline sends Itami outside the ring. Itami in a bad way to the outside. That's a harsh fall out there as Jericho waits for Itami to get up. What's he got planned? Springboard. Oh, he's missed it. Itami able to get out of the way again. Went for the springboard moonsault. Big wrist there by Jericho, landing harshly to the outside floor. And it's now a neck breaker by Jericho this time. Itami is in a bad way to the outside. It's back and forth between the two at the moment. Someone hits a big move, the other follows up shortly after. Jericho, what has he got planned now? Don't tell me he's going up top. Itami is down. Jericho going up top. What has he got planned? Jericho with an elbow off the top of the rope. Chris Jericho risking it all. The veteran Jericho doing everything he can to put Itami away. But Itami not giving up yet. Driving Jericho to the ringside barricade. Itami now with a brainbuster to Jericho. Not just a brainbuster, but one on the outside padding. Not a lot of give underneath that padding there. And Itami could have Jericho out cold here. Jericho could have a concussion. He could be in a bad way. He's trying to get to his feet. Itami taking a breather. Jericho trying to get to his feet. Itami just kicks him right in the guts to keep him down. Hideo is resting up, plotting and planning his next move. Chris Jericho just trying to survive here as Itami suplexes Jericho down again. This is good by Hideo. And oh boy, we saw Jericho fly but a moment ago. Itami, he wants to do the same, does he? You've got to be kidding! Itami with an elbow! Well, this is a case of the veteran and the newcomer battling it out move for move. Both men trying to outdo one another. I'm not sure whose elbow was better just then, but both very effective. Jericho trying to get back in the ring and get himself back into it. As Itami up, heads collide though. As Jericho, you see the blood on the forehead of Chris Jericho, that knee to the head, that'll do it. I think Jericho might have been setting up the walls there. Itami able to counter and stop the takedown from happening. Kick there by Itami right there on Chris Jericho. Swats that away as well. Every time Jericho looks to hit one big move, Itami's been able to find a way to counter, and I think Itami caught some of that steel chair on the way down as well. Both men trying to keep this to more of a traditional matchup, utilizing the no count-out stipulation, but not trying to use too many weapons here. Just trying to prove who is the better wrestler between the two, and that's what we want to see. Jericho double axe handle, missing again. Itami countered. Jericho just can't seem to land the big shot here. As now a running bulldog. Not sure if I don't think Itami caught any of that steel chair, but it's enough to bust Itami open as well. So both men wounded here, both in a bad way. Jericho taken down, deep arm drag, driving Jericho off his feet. Pulled Chris Jericho down, and now Itami with a baseball sliding kick right in the face of Chris Jericho. And now Itami, he might be looking to put it away now. The running knee, will this be enough? Running knee connects this time! The open wound of Jericho targeted again by the knee, and Hideo Itami picks up the win and finally eradicates Chris Jericho from, well, his life. Itami can move on. He gets the win he's been looking for. He beats the veteran, and the biggest win of his career to date occurs tonight at Extreme Rules. A tough time at NXT. And finally, some joy here on SmackDown at Extreme Rules. Hideo Itami defeats the former world champion Chris Jericho. And you want to talk about a big contract? Well, there's no doubt about it. Itami has earned his payday here tonight. What a star this man could be for SmackDown one day. And a win tonight over Jericho will certainly put him right in contention for championships. Itami straight in the face of Jericho, mocking him, talking some trash as Jericho walks out here. Not a great winner at all is Hideo Itami, but a tough match, a tough loss for Chris Jericho. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there is Sami Zayn, the man who will have a championship match tonight against Finn Balor. The WWE Championship on the line. He prepares for his biggest match in his career. His first opportunity at the world title one-on-one. A big chance for Zayn. Can he make the most of it? We'll find out later on. But for now, though, it's time for some women's action. It's time for the Women's Championship match. It is friend versus friend. Lynch versus Charlotte. The women's title on the line. The two of the best women here in Universe mode. They battle it out. Becky Lynch finally gets herself an opportunity at the championship. More of that in a moment as the champion comes out to the ring. Well, she is Charlotte, and she's had a really tough couple of months, Charlotte. And I say that because she's had to deal with the monster that is Nia Jax, a dominant force in the women's division down in NXT, stepped up for a champion versus champion match at WrestleMania. Well, Charlotte, she beat Nia Jax at WrestleMania, but then lost to her at TakeOver and their third encounter at Payback. It was Charlotte getting the payback that she had been looking for, picking up the victory over Nia Jax. And now Charlotte can move on, as some other new women have decided to step up to the plate. We saw Alexa Bliss made her debut at Payback, looking to step up and challenge the champion herself. Unfortunately for Bliss, she just couldn't get herself the number one contendership spot. No doubt in my mind she will be in that position later on, but it's a big opportunity here for Becky Lynch, who won that matchup to earn the right to be in this, the Fatal 4-Way. She beat Nikki Bella, Sasha Banks, and Alexa Bliss, as we mentioned, as this one is underway. And finally, Becky Lynch gets a one-on-one opportunity for the Women's Championship. She's been around for a while now, her in the main roster, Becky Lynch. Of course, Charlotte and Becky Lynch, when both these two broke into the main roster basically at the same time together. But we saw these two teaming up. Becky Lynch and Charlotte teamed up and, to take on Paige and Sasha Banks at the time. It was a big rivalry going on there, and Charlotte called upon her friend and Becky Lynch to help out. And you fast forward, and Charlotte's been the women's champion since TLC last season. She's clocking in about 5 or so months now. As a big swinging neckbreaker there by Charlotte. A dominant champion has Charlotte been, and she's just looking to start to add a few more scalps to her list here. She's looking to beat some of the best women here in the women's division to, I suppose, put herself right at the top of the list of the best women's champions here in Universe Mode history. It's going to be difficult though. You're versing your friend, one of your best friends here in Universe Mode, and Becky Lynch. How physical do you get? Do you want to hurt your friend, or is it do whatever it takes to win the championship? We need to see what kind of strategy these two women employ. Is at the moment a swinging neckbreaker there by Charlotte. Becky Lynch, she's come close to getting herself in contention, missing out on a few occasions, just hasn't been able to seal the deal. But her winning that Fatal 4-Way, I think, was the moment for her to really break free of that so close yet so far situation. She finally gets this opportunity. And now that she's won that match, I believe she's going to have the confidence, the self-belief to win more of those opportunities. She's not going to get one opportunity a year now for the Women's Championship. If she's not the champion already, she's going to, improve on that. She's going to get 2, 3, 4, because she's going to find ways to win those big matches, find ways to force herself into championship matches, and that's what she needs to do. And that's what she's failed to do. She's been a part of multi-women matches for the championship, but yet hasn't really been a part of singles matches for the championship, and that's what she needs to improve on. And this match tonight may be the beginning of something great here for Becky Lynch, as she's now lining up Charlotte to the outside of the ring. What's Becky Lynch got planned? Here comes Becky with a diving clothesline. Didn't get all of it, I don't think, but enough to take Charlotte off her feet and keep the pressure on. Women's champ in a bad way. Well, it's a solid start here by Becky Lynch, as she's looking to showcase that she is ready to be a champion. She failed to win the title when she was in NXT. Of course, Charlotte was there with her. And coming up to the main roster, yet to win the championship as well. So it must be really plaguing her. She hasn't been able to win the title. As Charlotte, well, everywhere she's went, she's won championships. 2-time NXT Women's Champion, and now the current Women's Champion here in the WWE. She just continues to win titles no matter the situation. Count of 7 now by the referee. Both women need to get back in the ring. And Becky Lynch back in as Charlotte throws her back in. Good to see Charlotte does not want to win this one by count out. She wants to beat Becky Lynch fair and square. And that's what we want to see from our Women's Champion. We want to see her play by the rules and fight. Fight the fair fight. Fight the good fight. That's what we've been seeing for a long time by Charlotte. It's been great to see. She's really represented the women's division really well as a DDT there by Becky Lynch, as Charlotte trying to get herself back into her feet. Single leg takedown. Pressure now back on Becky Lynch. Well, Becky Lynch if she were to win the championship here tonight, I'm sure she would represent the women's division just as good, if not even better than Charlotte. A great competitor in her own right is Becky Lynch with a big suplex. Grabbed a hold of the leg of Charlotte, launching her over the top of her head. Excellent work there by Lynch, but she's taken off her feet immediately there by Charlotte. And just when Lynch is starting to get some momentum, Charlotte's been able to shut it down quickly. the reason why Charlotte is our champion. She's been so impressive. She came in at a time, you know, probably the toughest time, the best time I've ever seen here in the women's division. You know, we saw Emma performing well, Paige at her best, Sasha Banks at her best. And Charlotte came in and, well, started to really showcase how good she really was, and winning championships, beating those caliber of women, as she now splashes down on Becky Lynch. Charlotte, without a doubt, is the champion when the women's division here in Universe Mode is at its peak. She is the absolute best, and she's been proving that for a long time. As Becky Lynch now again takes Charlotte off her feet, continuing to throw Charlotte around the ring. As now Lynch, look out, exploder with a suplex there, exploding with the suplex into the corner region there, as Charlotte is in a bad way, but Lynch unable to get to the cover, as Charlotte's able to counter, and now the knees in the ribcage of Becky Lynch. Charlotte desperately trying to hang on to her championship, went for the spear. Lynch able to counter though. These two know each other pretty well. Becky Lynch lining up Charlotte for another big move. We saw her hit the exploder suplex a moment ago. The back exploder can now, will she be able to break the arm of Charlotte and force a tap out with a disarmer? Charlotte is in a bad way. The disarmer is locked in. Can the champion survive? Will we have a new champion, Becky Lynch? No. You can see the arm of Charlotte is in a bad way. She's in pain. He needs to fight through the pain to stay in this one. As now Charlotte has Lynch in the corner. What has she got planned here? The women's champion looking for an all or nothing move, I think. Becky Lynch in the corner. Charlotte. Oh boy. Here we go. Superplexing Lynch off the top. This is a chance for Charlotte to win right here. Deciding to keep the offense on Lynch, but she will pay. She's missed out on a chance there. An opportunity gone begging. As now a reverse DDT. Charlotte, she's not wasting any time. She's going for the cover. She wants to retain her title and beat Lynch tonight. She's not going to do it just yet, as she needs to keep on working away at the #1 contender. Close battle between the two right now. Two friends battling away. Mutual respect for one another. As now, reverse DDT there by Becky Lynch, but not as much power and intensity behind it as we saw with Charlotte. Just slowly dropping Charlotte down. Not really much about it. I mean, not that difficult to really kick out of, to be honest. Becky Lynch really, I don't know if she's running out of gas, if she's a bit tired, but really didn't give much towards that DDT. She can't afford to be running on gas and running on fumes here, because she needs to step it up. She needs to go to the next gear. She needs to step up and take it to Charlotte. If she's running out of gas, then she's not going to win here tonight. Simple as that. Now off the top, and connecting with a missile drop kick off the top of the rope, and that will do there by Becky Lynch. That's what she needs to work for. Continue those types of moves. Keep putting the pressure on Charlotte. As you saw a moment ago, she's working away on the arm as well, keeping the pressure on that arm of Charlotte. Both women striking each other back and forth. Charlotte now, oh boy, from behind, suplexing, and that's more like it. You see a bit more power behind that there by Charlotte. More pressure applied to Becky Lynch. Whereas Becky Lynch, a moment ago, as we saw the DDT, just not much behind it at all. It's not going to put a lot of pressure on Charlotte. It's not going to beat Charlotte if she can't put pressure on the champ. Cover now by Lynch. A bit optimistic perhaps, but maybe it's a ploy to just kind of slow things down, regain her breath. The tempo has been pretty fast in this one, as we saw the match a moment ago with Jericho and Itami. Very fast paced, that one as well. We're seeing something similar here in this match. Well, Charlotte now, she's slowly but surely coming towards Lynch. Trying to strike her, but she's missed. Mistimed that jump there, and Becky Lynch able to take advantage. Chops down Charlotte off her feet as well. Becky Lynch trying to keep Charlotte grounded. Needs to continue to work away on the arm of Charlotte. She's going to be trying to work on the legs as well, so when she hooks the legs, makes it even harder for Charlotte to kick out. Becky Lynch fighting for her life here. This is the biggest opportunity in her career to win the championship. She won't get a better opportunity than this. Cover now by Charlotte. Presses down on Lynch. Could be it here, but no, the shoulder's up. More pressure on Lynch as Charlotte continues to impress. Becky Lynch still in this match, there's no doubt about that. But you just feel like if she's unable to beat Charlotte anytime soon, she's not going to be here at all. Lynch now, what another great suplex there. She needs more of that. Driving and dragging Charlotte towards the middle of the ring. Hooks the leg. Could be in here for the champion. No! Becky Lynch thought for a moment she had her. The referee needs to count faster, I suppose. Charlotte's just staying in it. Lynch now. Oh boy, here we go. Exploder suplex again. Becky Lynch hits the big move she's looking for, but there's no cover. She's wasted too much time, and now she's taunting and looking for support from the fans. Well, Lynch, you had a chance to beat Charlotte right there, and she's made a complete mess of it. Now Charlotte countering. Well, there you go. Lynch had a chance to beat Charlotte and walk out as the women's champion and beat perhaps the best woman in the division right now, but she's messed up. She's missed out on her opportunity. And now she could pay the price. Lynch for the counter and turns into a neck breaker as well. Into the cover again. Lynch feels as though she could be able to win the championship from that move. She's not, though. She needs to keep the pressure on. Drop kick there into the back of Charlotte. Becky Lynch is getting close. The exploders haven't worked. I mean, we wouldn't know if it did work because she didn't go for the cover. I think she feels as though perhaps the disarmer is what she needs to beat Charlotte here tonight. And that's all well and good, but when you get an opportunity to go for a cover, potentially get the 3 count, you've got to take it. Especially when you're up against the champion. Becky Lynch now off the top. Went for the elbow. Missed out. And she crashes and burns. She's played with fire. She got burnt. As now she's going for it again. Tossing Charlotte around this ring even more. Becky Lynch just trying everything she can. I think she just needs that disarmer. I just think she needs to find the big move. If she's going to beat Charlotte, she's been setting it up. She's been working towards it, but she hasn't been able to find it. And she could pay the price soon if she can't find it soon. Backbreaker there by Charlotte. Now look at the torque in the back there. More pressure applied there by Charlotte. Becky Lynch in a bad way. Now Charlotte. Well, you can see she's not wasting any time. Into the figure 4 leg lock. Can she turn it into the figure 8? Yes, she can. Oh no, Becky Lynch has got nowhere to go. Lynch in major trouble. Will she tap? The women's title on the line. This is everything for Becky Lynch. The biggest match of her career. She needs to dig deep. Yes, she's got one leg hooked. Right hand. And Charlotte has to release the hold. Lynch stays in the match. But for how much longer though? A lot of pressure applied to her legs. Charlotte could be moments away from setting her up for perhaps for natural selection if Becky Lynch can't find a way to shut down the offense of Charlotte Flair here. Lynch, is she on borrowed time? Shot to the gut there. Charlotte perhaps thought she could go for the natural selection there. Couldn't do so. Into the back now. As Charlotte gets struck with the right hand there by Lynch. Becky Lynch isn't giving up to her credit. Lynch now, exploder suplex again! But she can't capitalize. She's still down. Both women are down. Both women want this more than anything. Two friends giving it their all in the middle of the ring. Who will give in first? Will it be Lynch or will it be Charlotte? Charlotte is in a bad way now. A counter there by the champ. And now Charlotte has Lynch up on the shoulders. Head first. Becky Lynch driven to the mat. And now Charlotte lighting her up. Here we go. This could be it. It's time for some natural selection. The head of Lynch spiked into the mat head first. And it's over. Charlotte picks up the win. She's retained her title tonight. She's defeated a good friend of hers in Becky Lynch. An impressive performance, no doubt about that. You can't take that one away from her. She was good. Lynch was great as well. But just when you felt as though she was going to win this one, she just couldn't go for the cover. Just didn't have any energy to get to it. But those exploder suplexes could have done anything. The Bexploders, they are deadly. But tonight, she could not use them to full effect because she would hit them, but she couldn't follow it up. And I think that could be a major reason why she's lost here tonight. A great effort by Becky Lynch. No doubt about it. She'll be back here on the main stage very, very soon. She'll have another opportunity for this championship. No doubt about it. Very impressive. We'll be seeing more of her. Charlotte, a great win. She's held the gold since TLC. She just keeps on getting better, I think. She's starting to beat some really big names here in this women's division. Really starting to prove that she is the best. Charlotte remains on top, remains the #1 woman in this division. Becky Lynch tried to dethrone her here tonight, couldn't do it. Charlotte was just too good. An impressive win as we now see Becky Lynch back in the ring. And the champion Lynch. Well, a great sign of mutual respect there. Charlotte shaking the hand of her competitor. Whoa, wait a sec! Charlotte! From behind! Attacking Becky Lynch! What the hell is this all about? The first of our 2 World Championship matches is about to take place. It's Sami Zayn and Finn Balor for the WWE Championship. Here comes Sami Zayn. What a journey it has been for Sami Zayn, coming from Raw over to SmackDown through Season 4's WWE Draft. He's turned it all around. He had a rough start to his Universe Mode career, but he's turned things around ever since coming to SmackDown. He's got himself in the world title picture, and he's even become the #1 contender thanks to Payback's victory over Roman Reigns. So Sami Zayn has come from nothing to the top. He's accomplished so much. It's really a terrific journey for Sami Zayn. And, oh, wait a second. Roman Reigns! Roman Reigns from behind! Reigns from behind! Attacking Sami Zayn from behind! Oh my, well, Roman Reigns was told not to interfere in the match, but the match hasn't begun yet. It's a steel cage match. He's been told by SmackDown GM, you are not to interfere in the match. Well, the match hasn't begun, and he's just taking it to Sami Zayn with a steel chair. Doing whatever it takes to make sure that Sami Zayn does not win here tonight. Sami Zayn has been, well, severely injured before the match even can begin, as the champion now, Finn Balor, is approaching the ring. Roman Reigns has done the damage to Sami Zayn already. Sami Zayn taken out. The referee trying to help him back to his feet at the moment, whilst Finn Balor is approaching the ring, and Sami Zayn's not in a bad. He's in a bad way. He's not good at all. Finn Balor, the Demon, he's here, but it's not exactly the most exciting situation because Sami Zayn has been struck with a chair a number of times just before the steel cage match. Well, this match was made a steel cage because Roman Reigns interfered in the Brock Lesnar and Sami Zayn match on the recent episode of SmackDown. Reigns interfering, costing Sami Zayn the match thanks to the distraction. Well, our SmackDown GM decided, you know what, let's take the distraction out of play. Let's make sure that this match goes down as planned. We want to have a world title match. We don't want Roman Reigns to get himself involved, so we're going to take that out of play. Let's make it a steel cage match to make sure that there is no interference. With Sami Zayn, you can see he's back to his feet, but he's not good. He is in a bad way as the champion approaches the ring. So GM Edge, he wanted this to be a steel cage, thinking that no one's going to get in there to, cause any distraction. Well, Roman Reigns, realizing that it's a steel cage, he knows he can't get in there whilst the match is on. So he makes his mark before the match begins, takes out Sami Zayn, injures him before the match can begin. Sami Zayn not at 100% for this World Championship matchup here tonight at Extreme Rules. Well, Roman Reigns has had some bad beef with Sami Zayn the last couple of months. It continues tonight. Roman Reigns just can't let Sami Zayn get the win here. Doing everything he can. Sami Zayn not in a good way, but he's back to his feet, and hopefully he's recovered enough to start this match off and compete here in this steel cage. It will not be easy. You can see he's putting on a brave face, hoping that he can survive, hoping that he can somehow find a way to win this one. Here we go, underway. Zayn versus Finn Balor, steel cage. The first man to escape this steel cage environment will win this match, and either retain if you're Finn Balor or win the WWE Championship if you are Sami Zayn. Zayn, you can see he's probably realizing that he's got a bit of adrenaline right now. If he is to win this match, he has to do it early. He's got to go all out here. He's pissed off after the attack by Reigns. He's got adrenaline flowing through the body. He has to just put up a fight quickly here for Finn Balor, and that's exactly what he's doing. Sami Zayn trying to take it to the champion early on here. I can't believe, though, Roman Reigns, before the match can begin, I mean, look, if you are Roman Reigns, it's the best opportunity. Sami Zayn had his back turned, completely focused on the match. Any thoughts of Roman Reigns would have been gone by then. He would have just been solely focusing on the champion, Finn Balor. And Reigns comes out, attacks Sami Zayn. Perfect plan by Roman Reigns. As Zayn trying to quicken the pace here. Drops off the top of the rope with a splash there on Finn Balor. Sami Zayn looks okay at the moment. Can he keep on going? Finn Balor now getting some offense in. The Demon trying to defend his championship once again. He is the longest reigning WWE champion in Universe Mode history. It's an incredible accomplishment. But can he keep it going? Shoulder block takedown there to Finn Balor. Sami Zayn trying everything he can. Suplex there. So Zayn, you can see a little slow already back to his feet, and he's just starting to feel the effects. The adrenaline's starting to wear off just a touch. Sami Zayn starting to feel the pain of those steel chair shots. It wasn't just one shot, it was a number of shots by Reigns. Sit-out powerbomb there by Finn Balor. And Balor now starting to get himself in a good position to think about escaping this cage. Well, I don't expect this one to go too long. I think both men are going to want to get the hell out of there ASAP. The first opportunity, the first moment they get, they're going to take it. Finn Balor needs to get to his feet now because Sami Zayn is climbing. Zayn's up near to the top. Finn Balor, though, climbs up. This is not going to be good for Sami Zayn. Drops off the cage, lands harshly on the back. Zayn is down. Balor up top now with an elbow drop. Finn Balor, he's climbing. Zayn's, though, he realizes Zayn's trying to get up. Finn Balor's near the top. Finn Balor, can he get there? He got about as far as Sami Zayn did. Now Zayn's going to return the favor. Take Balor off the cage. Well, this could be a back and forth exchange. Both men just trying to escape constantly in this one, realizing that's the only way you can win. So you've got to try and take as many opportunities as you can. But if you are stuck on the cage, if you are taken down, it's a harsh landing. On your way down as Zayn rolls through, cannonballing onto Finn Balor there off the second. Thinks he might have a chance, might have a bit of an opening to climb up to the top now. And he does. Finn Balor's not really moving. Balor now quickly back to his feet on one knee now. He's going to get there. Zayn's at the top. Sami Zayn's going to do it. Oh no. Oh no. Balor's up top now. Finn Balor up top. Has a hold of Sami Zayn. Oh, crashing and burning off the top of the rope. Sami Zayn could be done. No, Zayn, he's not giving up yet. He's taking chair shots. He's taking a beating. He's fallen off the top of the cage. He's not giving up yet. Straight back to his feet. And takes down Balor in the process. Both these men flying off this cage. Heads collide now. And Finn Balor has Zayn up on the shoulders and a gutbuster there. Takes Zayn down. Finn Balor on the second. He'll drop the fist right onto Sami Zayn right there. So it's a close matchup between the two. It's a single leg takedown there by Sami Zayn. Finn Balor is down. Sami Zayn, can he keep the champion grounded? Finn Balor trying to do the same here. Both these men have mutual respect for one another, and I'm sure Finn Balor is not exactly thrilled that he has to verse a far from 100% Sami Zayn in this matchup. Sami Zayn with a DDT, and normally Sami Zayn would grab onto the legs there and try and go for the 3 count. Not going to do it. And Sami Zayn now gets Balor towards the middle of the ring, connects with a suplex. And not a bad idea, perhaps, to get Finn Balor to the other side of the ring and try and climb the cage on the other side as Balor connects with the clothesline. Just try and create as much distance as you possibly can from your opponent. So give yourself as much possible time as you can to climb out of this cage. Sami Zayn has Balor down. Looking to keep Balor down off his feet. Stomping away. Elbow drops. Sami Zayn still fighting though. You got to commend Zayn. Not the greatest start to this match. You know, obviously getting attacked by Reigns, but he's not giving up. And Roman Reigns, the jealousy, losing to Sami Zayn at Payback in a #1 contenders match. Roman Reigns, to be fair, he had a match against Finn Balor about 6 weeks ago now as a double knees to the face there. About 6 weeks ago, he had a match against Finn Balor for the WWE Championship. And on that night, it was, Roman Reigns, he came close to beating Finn Balor. Sami Zayn distracted Roman Reigns and cost Roman Reigns the match. And ever since, Roman Reigns has been gutted and absolutely furious with Sami Zayn. And Reigns, of course, has yet to get a rematch. So you can understand why Reigns is frustrated that Sami Zayn is in this match and Roman Reigns isn't. But to attack Sami Zayn from behind and take away Zayn's chances of winning here tonight, or at least really make it tough for him, is just despicable in my opinion. Elbows here by Sami Zayn. Wraps the legs around Finn Balor. The Demon hasn't really been able to get going yet. Not at his best at the moment is Finn Balor. And neither is Sami Zayn. Who can survive and say, what about that? With a swanton off the top of the rope, connecting beautifully there on Finn Balor. Now has he got enough time to climb out of the cage? He's thinking about it. He's trying. He's up top. And now Balor this time gets him off the top of the cage again. Zayn flat on his back. Balor up top. Drops the elbow. Is this enough now for Balor? Quickly trying to climb out of the cage. But Zayn's trying to get to his feet. He's on one knee. Balor's near the top of the cage. Continues to climb. But Zayn's going to get him. And Zayn's going to take him off the top of the cage again. Balor is down. Sami Zayn up top. Drops down with a big splash again. Both these men trying to utilize these top right maneuvers to try and keep their opponent down for a long period of time to give themselves a bit of an opportunity to escape. Hasn't quite worked out yet. Finn Balor, if he can go for the coup de grace, that might keep Zayn down for long enough. Sami Zayn with a haluva kick as well. Trying to find their best moves to keep your opponent grounded might be the key to winning this one. Balor now driven into the corner by Zayn, bouncing off the turnbuckle. Man in with their elbow there to counter. And now, trouble here. Oh, a brainbuster there by Finn Balor. Drives their head, spikes it into the mat, and real trouble now for Zayn. And a chop right to the chest to follow it up. Sami Zayn looking the goods. He's giving everything he has. Far from 100%, but you can see the fight in Sami Zayn. Realizes that this is his one big chance. Roman Reigns has tried to take it away from him. Well, he's not going to let him do so. He's going to fight until he can't fight any longer. Doing everything he can to hang on and stay in this match. Another big chop there by Finn Balor. Single leg takedown there by Zayn. Sweeping Finn Balor off his feet. Trying to keep Balor down. Hasn't quite worked out yet. And Zayn, drives Balor head first. And I think he's even cut him open there after that. Finn Balor takes a hard knock, and a bit hard to see with the paint, but a bit of a cut to the head there. And now Balor, oh boy, sit out powerbomb. What about that there from the champ? He's happy about that one as well, but Zayn quickly back to his feet. And that's the key to this one, as now there's that driver. Takes down Zayn off his feet, and Balor clotheslines Zayn down. Here comes Finn. Sling Blade! The Sling Blade there by Balor as Zayn is down. Finn Balor's climbing up now. Zayn, he's stirring, but is it too late? Balor's up there. Is he going to do it? Finn Balor over the top. And the Sling Blade keeps Zayn down for long enough. Balor scoots out of here and retains the WWE Championship. Well, it wasn't exactly the win that Balor would have been looking for when he came into this one tonight. Reigns costing Zayn really a great chance to win here tonight. But the first man to escape the cage won this one, and Balor got out of there the first chance he had. Zayn just had nothing left. Finn Balor still your champion tonight, ladies and gentlemen. A win is a win, and Balor survives for one more night. The Raw Tag Team titles are up for grabs as the American Alpha get their shot against Gallows and Anderson of the club. Jason Jordan, Chad Gable been in good touch in the last few weeks, earning themselves this opportunity thanks to a victory against the Usos on the recent episode on Monday Night Raw. So well done to the American Alpha. They've got themselves this chance, but now it's time for them to make the most of it. They've had opportunities in the past for the Tag Team Championships, but they have failed to come home with the major prize. So now it's time for them to prove that they are the best tag team here on Raw. It won't be easy. There's a lot of great tag teams here on Raw. Of course, we saw and in our pre-show matchup who became the #1 contenders in that one. If you haven't already, check that matchup out between Rhyno and Orton versus the Spirit Squad. And it's the second of our big tag team clashes tonight here at Extreme Rules. This time, the championships will be on the line as the American Alpha challenge these two men. Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, the club. AJ Styles supporting his men here tonight. Disappointing for AJ Styles. I'm sure he would have loved to be involved in the world title matchup later on. But he's not there. Instead, he gets to support his men in Gallows and Anderson, the club. Styles, the leader of the group. And ever since they joined the ranks with AJ Styles, they have become a major success. They're looking to keep that momentum going and keep on building from what they've already started. It's been a great run for them as tag team champions already, but now this may be their toughest challenge to date. The American Alpha are such a great team, so difficult to beat, and I've got to say that, if I'm Gallows and Anderson, I have to be a little concerned, a little worried that I may not be able to get the job done. Because the American Alpha are two young guys full of a lot of confidence and self-belief that they are good enough. And when you've got two guys who are like that, they've got no fear. They'll take any risk they need to do to try and win the championship. It's all about winning those titles. So it's up to the club to be able to match the intensity of these two guys. Gallows and Anderson, you can see the focus and determination on their faces already tonight. They are ready to go. Two guys that have been around the block for a while now, had success wherever they've went. It's time for them to have success and continued success here on Raw and at Extreme Rules tonight. So here we go. The club versus the American Alpha. Raw tag titles on the line as Anderson, what a beautiful start there with a running senton there on Chad Gable. Big boost for them to have AJ Styles in their corner. Styles hasn't been in their corner probably as much as he would have liked, as much as Gallows and Anderson would have liked. He's been a major supporter of the club backstage, but good to see him front and center here tonight supporting his men. And the title's on the line, so he's there for the big matches. He's there when it counts the most. And that's what you want. You want your leader to be supporting you when you need him for the absolute most. And Gallows and Anderson have done very well by themselves. They haven't needed AJ Styles' help in matches. They haven't needed AJ Styles to come out here and support them. But I think it's just good to have your leader right there guiding you along the way when the title's on the line. You see AJ Styles in that corner there, pretty focused. He really wants his men to win here tonight and hang on to the championships. Of course, AJ Styles took over from Finn Balor as the leader of the club, and as we said, tag team success has come the club's way ever since. We're looking to keep this momentum going as Luke Gallows is in. Well, American Alpha, they've had title shots in the past, have been here on Raw for a while now, not a lot of success to really show for it. No tag team title victories just yet. They've been very close, and you feel as though it's only a matter of time until they do win the championships. Is tonight the night though? Will we see the titles change hands in just a matter of minutes? As look at Chad Gable takes Gallows off his feet, rolling through and giving a bit of an easier chance for Jason Jordan to work himself into this one here tonight and kick off his Extreme Rules campaign. As the two bigger men of the group, but obviously Gallows makes Jason Jordan look like a little child, I guess you could say. Gallows, such a monster of a man. Difficult for Jordan to match up with him, but Jason Jordan can certainly match him in power and strength. We've seen that in the past with Jason Jordan's ability to throw his opponents around the ring. I thought we were about to see that then, but it's instead Luke Gallows showing us how to throw his opponent around. Beautiful belly-to-belly slam as now Gallows tags in Carl Anderson. Look out. Here's some teamwork. What a clothesline there by Gallows Anderson sweeping the feet off the mat as well underneath Jason Jordan. Beautiful tag team work there by the champs. And that's why they are the tag team champions. With tag team work like that, you can beat anyone. Trouble for Jason Jordan. Carl Anderson can't really take advantage of Jordan with a clubbing clothesline. Looked like a desperation maneuver, if anything. Just trying to keep Anderson off his feet for as long as possible. Didn't quite work out as a standing drop kick. Jordan is taken down off his feet and Anderson back in control here. Jordan, though, countering with the right hand. He's trying to get Anderson down to try and get that tag. He's trying to get to his partner and get the fresh man in, but he's not having a lot of luck. Anderson just able to get the better of him as he rolls Jason Jordan over. He's the cover, just a count of one, though. Well, so far, you'd have to say the club are in control. Jordan rolled out of harm's way, back in, though. But it's all Anderson and Gallows at the moment as Anderson has Jordan in the corner. Here's the tag. And this is not good at all as Gallows double axe handle off the second into the back and kidney region of Jason Jordan. And a pinfall attempt here as Luke Gallows thinks he may have a chance. And he can't do it yet. It's a kick out. But it's a good sign anyway so far by the club. They are really looking like a well-oiled machine, working well as a team early on, tagging in and out, tag team maneuvers, everything looking absolutely perfect at the moment if you are a club man. As now, Luke Gallows is up the top. What's going on here? What has he got planned here? Wants Jordan to get up. Probably see why. I don't think he's got that type of range to go that far. He tried with the double axe handle. It didn't work out. Jordan able to get out of the way. I think a little bit advantageous there by Gallows, thinking that he could get that far and pay the price as he's taken off his feet by Jordan. And a chance here for the American Alpha to get a tag and get themselves back into it. It's really been all the clubs so far, and they need a tag desperately. Otherwise, this match could be going away from them very soon. The spear there by Jordan, tackling and taking Gallows off his feet, but AJ Styles decided to get himself involved. I've already seen plenty of that tonight. Last thing we need is for another person to get screwed out of a championship due to a distraction. Uh-oh. Has it by the throat, tempted choke slam, missing out, and Jordan! Wow, what a clothesline there by Jason Jordan. Luke Gallows clubbed off his feet. I don't know if he'll be back to his feet. If he is, he's going to be seeing stars at the moment. That was a beautiful shot there by Jordan. Right hand there to follow it up. Into the cover now. Testing the waters. Can't get the win though. We've seen AJ Styles get involved once. Let's hope that it was all we're going to see from AJ Styles in this one. We don't want to see too many interferences. Especially in the club. They've been able to do it by themselves. They haven't needed Styles to interfere to win their matches. Maybe the club have asked AJ Styles to help them out tonight. Maybe they're a little threatened. Maybe they're a little fearful about the American Alpha. Maybe they believe tonight could be the night that they lose the tag team titles if they're not careful. As now, Gable over the top. Leans down on Luke Gallows. Great athleticism there by the former Olympian Chad Gable. Gable has Gallows up and hang on. And there's a suplex planting him down. I don't know what the hell the referee's doing. He's having a chat to, well, I don't know, little Jimmy or someone. He's having a chat to no one. Meanwhile, Chad Gable's got the arm locked in, trying to make Gallows tap. The referee, is he chatting to someone in the crowd? Did he see someone he likes in the crowd, trying to ask someone in the crowd on a date or something? The referee's distracted nonetheless, and it's cost the American Alpha potentially the matchup. Not to worry though, is this could work. Great amplitude. It's good to be in here. Referee now. Once again, is he distracted? Anderson trying his best to get himself involved. He had a couple of goes at it, and he breaks it up. The referee distracted by AJ Styles. Let's hope he's not asking him on a date. But anyways, he's the cover. Could be it. AJ Styles trying to bribe the referee, perhaps. I don't know. But he's got the distraction from the ref, and he's been able to keep the club in this matchup. Well, that would have been it there. Gallows and Anderson, they were done. They were finished. American Alpha would have won right there. It's a DDT. Spiking Jason Jordan head first. So much so that his legs are on the ropes. Luke Gallows trying to put Jordan away. He can't quite connect. Jordan now. He's got to move on from that. That distraction by Styles is going to move past that. It's now, a rake of the eye there. Well, hey, if Styles is getting himself involved in cheating, well, Jason Jordan can do a bit of a thump to the eye. It's all fair, you know. As now, Jordan has Gallows. And what about a bit of snake eyes there? Bouncing off the top turnbuckle. Jason Jordan, what can he do now? He's got a chance to capitalize here. He's been able to get himself and his team back in top spot. But Gallows on the rocks here. As now the referee, he's been bowled over there, and probably for the best. Can we get a new referee out here? Unfortunately, this referee back to his feet straight away as he bounces off the turnbuckle, does Jason Jordan. Sent into the corner now. Is now Gallows. Thought for a moment he was going to be back in control, getting a tag as well. Jordan able to shut that down. Well, this is trouble here. Up top, and now with that cutter, Luke Gallows. Has he got Jordan beat right here? He's close to the ropes. No rope break enforced. Chad Gable trying to get himself involved. He gets tossed over the top rope for his troubles. Didn't matter anyways as Jason Jordan kicks out. What's Gallows doing? And Gallows has taken the top turnbuckle away. Referee didn't see it. As now Jordan launching himself at Gallows, tackling him down with that spear. Styles again having a chat to Jason Jordan, talking some trash. Jordan taking the bait. Gallows able to get to his feet now. But the distraction won't prove too costly. Single leg takedown as Luke Gallows off his feet, and now he's tossed down. Dragged down off his feet, and Gallows trying to desperately get the club back in it. American Alpha had the luck of the last few minutes. And now, we're about to go for it again. Here we go again. Grand Amplitude! The American Alpha! They're going to do it! But no, Anderson breaks it up. Carl Anderson breaks things up. Countering the attempted suplex there. It's now Gable again broken up by Anderson. Doing everything he can to keep the tag team championships around the waist of the club. Gable up top now. Chad Gable, attempted elbow. Misfiring there, and Gallows able to avoid and stay in it. Well, a bit of luck here for the club. A few distractions here by Styles. Some pinfall breakups by Anderson has kept Gallows and Anderson alive in this matchup. The referee's been pretty poor as well. Had some pretty lackluster officiating throughout tonight's procedures. It's been disappointing. The referee, well, I was going to say they've been good the last few weeks, but who am I kidding? They've been terrible forever. But as now, Gable, what about that? Rolls through and now puts more pressure on that leg of Anderson, trying to keep him grounded. And you see Gable, I hope he's not going to tag in Jason Jordan because he was struggling to even get to his feet and stay in an upright position up on the ropes. How about that there with a beautiful toss there by Chad Gable. Great speed, great quickness, and great awareness. Seeing Carl Anderson coming at him, able to turn that into a toss and drop down Carl Anderson. That's why Chad Gable is such a force to be reckoned with. Now looking for another suplex. Miss there as it's counted as Carl Anderson drops down Chad Gable. Now believes he's got a chance to put him away. Can't do it. Kick out. Look at Jordan though. He's hanging on the rope. He's struggling. Just struggling for air. This is why tag team matches are great for some, because you don't have to do it all by yourself. You rely on his partner to save the day, keep the match going whilst he takes a bit of a break. Great counter there by Gable. Anderson in the corner and bounces off the turnbuckle harshly. Anderson, he's going to take Gable back to his own corner. Didn't quite work out too well. Going to try it again. This time he throws him over the top of the rope. What's Anderson got planned here? Oh, that's smart. Chad Gable nowhere near Luke Gallows to be able to stop that tag from happening. And instead of trying to come after Gable and perhaps risk losing that opportunity, Carl Anderson went for the tag when he had it on offer. Great stuff. There's a big splash there by Gallows in the corner. Just tossing Gable down with ease. Chad Gable's in a bad way. This is not good. Gallows has Gable. Oh, hang on. Gable countering, suplex of his own. This is the chance now, but does he take the risk? Does he tag in his tired tag partner? Does he tag in Jordan, who's had really a pretty tough time in this matchup? I'm not sure if Jordan is really raring to go either. It's a bit of a risk, but will he take it? Gable, will he try and take it upon himself to win it from here? It's a lot of pressure on one man. Trying to shoulder the load himself, do it all by yourself. It's so hard to do. As now the cover. Could be it here. No, a kick out again by Gallows. And Gable can't let the frustrations creep in. He knows that he's got to play the long game here. It's been a good length of time now in this match. He's going to get an opportunity soon. He just needs to make the most of it. Uh-oh! Got him by the throat! Here it comes! Oh, chokeslam, no! Pulls down the arm of Gallows, turns into an arm drag, and stays in it, does Gable. Chad Gable once again avoids a chokeslam and a baseball sliding kick into the head of Gallows. And that boot did enough to even force a cut to the forehead. Everyone's bleeding tonight, aren't they? And now, Gable going to keep Gallows grounded. Now believes he has a chance to put him away here. Bit of optimism perhaps? Yes it is. Anderson was there to break things up anyway, as now Anderson, oh no, he's got Gable up. Gable trying to counter, some right hands, avoids the powerbomb. And Anderson's going to get the hell out of there, I don't blame him. Chad Gable is reversing, countering, however you want to put it, everything that the club are throwing at him. Such an impressive performance here. Really trying to win the tag titles on his own. Jason Jordan hasn't been that much help tonight for Gable, but this is trouble now. Counter there again. The boot gets up to the face of Luke Gallows. Gallows now. Leg sweep. I'm going to say, does Gable take the risk? He's been in there for a while now. Jason Jordan's the fresh man. I think he's got to take the risk. I think he's got to get his partner in. He's got to try and win this matchup. If he gets isolated for much longer, that could be it for Chad Gable. He looks as though he's just struggling a little bit in the last 30 seconds or so. After an impressive few minutes, things are not looking good for him. You can just feel as though Gallows and Anderson are getting the better of him, and it could be a matter of time until they decide to put him away. Anderson now toying with Chad Gable, choking away, breaking every rule that he knows, and that's what they do best. The club don't abide to any rules except for their own. Gable now thought about trying to drive Anderson into his corner to get his partner in. Can't do it. It's now a right hand by Gable. Jumps over the top of the rope. He's going to drive Anderson back in the corner. This could be the tag moment. No! Instead, Gable telling Jordan to get the hell out of the way. I'm going to take him up top. It's a risk, but it could pay off as he tosses him off the top of the rope. What about that there? As now Chad Gable underhook. No, can't connect. Great counter there by Anderson. Chad Gable, what a effort this has been from him. You got to give it to him. He's giving everything he's got. He's trying everything in the book to try and defeat the club tonight. But this is trouble. Oh no. Here we go. It's time for the Magic Killer. Gallows with the cover. Jordan, he can't get there. It's over. The club, they do it again. Gallows and Anderson, they had a bit of help from AJ Styles earlier on in the matchup. But they've done enough here tonight to retain their tag team titles. Of course they did. Typical fashion. Doing whatever it takes to hang on to the silverware that is the Raw Tag Team titles. You know, look, at the end of the day, Chad Gable, American Alpha, they gave a tremendous performance tonight. They'll be back. They'll be back challenging for these titles very soon. We know that. They're too good of a team to be kept down for long. But unfortunately for them, they did not get the prize tonight. Gallows and Anderson, they walk away with the chocolates. They continue to be the tag team champions on Monday Night Raw. That is their prize. Anderson, he just looks focused, determined to beat everyone that comes in his way. Styles, I think the addition of AJ helped big time tonight. A few tough moments for the club. I thought they were going to lose this matchup, but AJ Styles pulled through and got them the win with a few distractions. But at the end of the day, Gallows and Anderson with a Magic Killer and defeating the American Alpha to retain their titles. Well, there it is, the number one contender for the Universal Championship. He's not exactly well liked around here as Bill Goldberg, but he'll be challenging for Kevin Owens' championship here tonight. Speaking of challenging, we finally get to see it. We finally get to see this man debut in the ring. It is the debut of the greatest man to ever live, Austin Aries. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been hyped for a couple of months now. We have been waiting for the moment that Austin Aries debuts here in Universe Mode on Monday Night Raw. Signed a big money deal at the WWE Draft, the Season 4 Draft. Austin Aries signed a big deal to go to Raw. And our Raw GM Christian has waited for the right moment, the right opportunity, the right time to introduce Austin Aries. He needed an opponent for Nakamura at this pay-per-view, and what better man to have challenge Shinsuke Nakamura than Austin Aries? Well, Nakamura is approaching Dolph Ziggler's record as the longest reigning United States champion. He's not too far away, a couple more pay-per-views. If he can survive here tonight and a few more, he will break that record. But the challenge is tonight for Nakamura is Austin Aries, a man who hasn't seen that much of. I mean, for Austin Aries, we haven't seen a lot of him since his NXT days, and that was quite some time ago now. That was a good 6 months plus. Austin Aries perhaps has learned some new tricks. He's had plenty of time to study Nakamura and get familiar with Nakamura and accustomed to his style and figure out ways to beat this man, whereas for Nakamura, when he found out who his opponent was a couple of weeks ago, and hasn't really had much of a chance to get in the ring and see what Austin Aries is all about, in a tag match or something like that before the pay-per-view. Because this is Aries' debut. His Raw and main roster debut here tonight. Nakamura just has to go off instincts alone, just do what he does best, and hope that it pays off here tonight. He's the US champ for a reason. He won the title back at Night of Champions last season. Feels like an age ago because it's been a long time. Nakamura has held the title since. What a run it's been. Many believe he is the breakout superstar of the year, Raw's best superstar even. He's one of. He had a tremendous season in Season 3, and he started off Season 4 in style as well. Austin Aries looking to make his mark here. This is a chance for Aries to finally win some championship gold here in Universe Mode. He's been on the sidelines waiting for an opportunity to get back in the ring. He's been healthy, he's been cleared. But obviously when NXT went out, Austin Aries had to wait for his time. And his time was at the draft, and he's had to wait an extra couple months on top of that. But he's been training, he's been preparing for this moment, challenging for the US title, a chance to end the reign of Nakamura and begin the reign of Aries. Austin Aries is more ready than ever. Nakamura has to be on his game, otherwise that title could be changing hands here tonight. It's the debut of Austin Aries against Shinsuke Nakamura. Let's get it on. Here we go. These two men with bright futures here in Universe Mode, still relatively new to Monday Night Raw as Nakamura, and obviously Aries brand new, so this is a great opportunity to see two of Raw's upcoming stars battle it out here tonight. Austin Aries will be looking to make Nakamura tap out. We know that. He's utilized that move so well. That 450 splash as well. He attacked Nakamura after Nakamura's victory over Apollo Crews a couple of weeks ago. We found out then that Nakamura will be defending against Austin Aries. Of course, Aries, he had a backstage meeting a while back with Christian, discussing his future, where he's going to go, and Christian laid it out on the table for Aries that he has big plans for Austin Aries. He wants Austin Aries to be the catalyst of this US Championships division. He wants Austin Aries to be one of the future main event stars here on Monday Night Raw. And Austin Aries, what about that? Showcasing what he's all about right there. Taunting to the crowd, and the crowd weren't exactly all that thrilled about it. But Austin Aries ducks underneath that one of Nakamura, perhaps scouting that one out in the scouting report. As Nakamura's going to get Aries over the top of the rope, and Aries can't hang on. He falls to the outside. Nicely done there by Nakamura, and puts early pressure on here as he bounces him off the announce table as well. And the hat goes flying at the same time. Austin Aries, not a great start for him, and that's the thing. It's already ring rust for Austin Aries. Hasn't had any matches to tune himself up, get himself back in the swing of things. And that's the advantage that Nakamura has. He's been competing on a weekly basis. Just had a huge match against Apollo Crews. He's ready to go. Austin Aries, maybe the challenge for him is he bounces Nakamura into the steel ring post. Can't win the title by count out. He's got to get Nakamura back in the ring. He realizes that, count of 7, gets back in himself. Well, this is our second last match of the night, ladies and gentlemen. The next one is for the Universal Championship. So we are getting into the crunch time, the big matches here of the show. And we've already seen some great ones so far. Still plenty more action to come as Austin Aries with a snapman with an elbow to follow it up as well. So far so good here by Aries. Austin Aries, he calls himself the greatest man to ever live, and I'm not sure about that from Aries. We haven't seen the greatness yet here. But he beats Nakamura tonight in his debut. I mean, no one else has been able to really take that title from Nakamura. No one else has really been able to get the better of Nakamura as Aries launches himself over the top. So if Austin Aries can be the one to do it, maybe he is the greatest man. Maybe he is as good as he says he is. Because it's not easy at all to beat Nakamura. And if you can beat him, you are worthy of that title. There's a big knee right into the guts of Aries. Nakamura now hooks that leg. Could be here for Austin. Will he kick out? Yes, he can. Alright, so this is close between the two. Fair to say that Austin Aries perhaps is just starting to realize how good Nakamura is. Getting an idea of what Nakamura is all about. Perhaps even trying to find a few things, a few tricks early on. A few ways to get the better of Nakamura. Could take some time for Aries to really start to hit his straps here. Obviously trying to wear off some of that rust as well. It's a tough equation for Austin Aries. There's a big kick to the back there of Aries. Nakamura, the king of strong style. US champ since Night of Champions, a long, long time. And, we could rattle off the list of names that Nakamura has beaten, but, let's just say he's beaten basically everyone on Raw. He has beaten a lot of guys, some of the best of the best. Nakamura has beaten them. He is so impressive. And he just continues to impress us every time we see him touted to be a major star here. And that's the interesting thing. That Christian has looked at back Austin Aries instead of Nakamura. He's already got Nakamura, a star, in my opinion, right there in the palm of his hand. But our Raw GM, Christian, has decided to really invest more of his money, more of his time, and his efforts into Austin Aries rather than Nakamura. That's an interesting thing. Nakamura proven to be good, proven to be a championship quality superstar, to be even a main event superstar. But yet, Christian deciding to invest in Austin Aries rather than Nakamura and ensuring that Nakamura gets to the top and perhaps wins that championship. So it's interesting from Christian. It could come back to bite him. Maybe Nakamura may even jump ship to the other brand if he's not getting the opportunities. Nice counter there by Aries. Hits the Bulldog. Austin Aries takes down Nakamura. There's Aries now, lining him up. Could be trouble here for Nakamura. As Austin Aries, can he get it in? Yes, the last chancery here. Austin Aries looking to make Nakamura tap early on. Shinsuke's in trouble. Aries, can he put him away here? Will Austin Aries win the US title? Nakamura trying everything. And can't quite see the referees in the way, but Nakamura looks as though he grabbed a hold of Austin Aries' hand, able to break the lock, hits him with the right hand, and able to avoid that nasty situation. But he's sent over the top of the rope there by Austin Aries, who's looking really good here. A little slow early on, but he's really starting to get into the groove right now, and this is trouble here for Nakamura. Tempted clothesline, misses out Aries, instead met with a German suplex there by the champ. Nakamura will be looking for a raise here tonight. If he beat Austin Aries, he would like a piece of Aries' big contract that he signed, because Nakamura will be proven once again that he is deserving of being labeled the next big thing. What a star he is. And Austin Aries, a lot of pressure on him, as we said earlier on with Hideo Itami. A lot of pressure to perform as a rolling senton heads now. He's got to get back in the ring. Count of 7 now. Aries drops the elbow. He's got to realize that he could get counted out here. The referee being a little lenient, able to Got to slow his countdown as he realizes this is a big title match. He's got to get them both back in. Count of 9, Aries is in. Nakamura follows. Jeez, that was close. Almost a count out there. It's Nakamura now. Here we go. Drives Aries head first. Excellent maneuver there by Shinsuke Nakamura. Your United States champion. Tempted running bulldog, can't connect. Aries tosses him away. Aries in the corner. Nakamura gets met with an elbow as Austin Aries. Hang on. Here we go. Inside cradle. Could be it here. Shoulders down. Nakamura to steal it. No. Nakamura nearly snuck away with a victory right there. Surprising Austin Aries. You can just see he's just slowing down a little bit in this one, Nakamura. Realizing this is a tough equation for him. And Austin Aries has been able to really break free of every maneuver that Nakamura's trying to get at him. Every time Nakamura is looking likely to get some momentum going, Aries shuts it down. DDT there, swinging the legs as well. As now Aries lining him up. We saw this on Raw a couple of weeks ago. Austin Aries! Oh, went for the clothesline. Nakamura blocked it though. He's prepared for that. Nakamura's done some of his homework. As now a sit-out powerbomb. Could be it here. And now, can he get the win? No. He sat down with that powerbomb, held on to the legs, trying to put the pressure on the shoulders of Aries. Still can't get the win, but that's a big maneuver to get himself just back in the hunt. Aries just looked as though he was going to set Nakamura up for the big finish. Nakamura able to avoid and perhaps avoided losing his US title. Aries now. He's got Nakamura up. This is trouble now. Nakamura rolled through with a senton. And that's not good at all. Austin Aries unable to really capitalize off that momentum that he had. As now went for the clothesline. Oh, wow! Just tossed over the top. The momentum of Aries running at Nakamura made it pretty easy for Nakamura just to throw him and over the top. And Nakamura, I think he'll take a count-out win at this point. This is a tough match for Nakamura. Very much so being tested, perhaps more so than ever, for this US title. Slides out of the ring as Aries, can't get him as, German suplex there by Nakamura. Austin Aries, I think he's gone from being the favorite to win. Now he's on, he's trying to survive. Nakamura's got the better of him here, throwing him over the top. He's been able to really punish him to the outside of the ring here. Aries has got to get him back in the ring. Look for that last chancery again. It nearly worked earlier on. If it can get it, if he can get it again, it might work this time. Nakamura back in the ring. Elbow there by Aries. What's he got planned now as he drops the leg. Leg drop there by Austin Aries. That'll work. It's Nakamura up. Nakamura up to the challenge though. With the counter. Picks up Aries. Aries though, he counters himself. Neckbreaker. Jeez, these two, they're just countering everything. Back and forth, back and forth. The momentum of this match continues to swing as Aries now. Here comes Austin Aries. We saw it earlier. This time he's got it in again. Last chancery. Austin Aries. The pressure on Nakamura. He's tapped. Nakamura tapped out. Nakamura just tapped out to the last chancery. It's over. The title reign of Nakamura. He caught him. Nakamura had a chance to put Austin Aries away. Aries caught him and just got him back in the last chancery. Nakamura didn't know what to do. He was caught out. Aries took advantage of a small window of opportunity, gets the submission in, and after getting it in a long period of time earlier on, putting pressure on that neck region, Austin Aries gets it in again, and Nakamura just could not hang on this time. Can you believe it? We have a new United States champion. It's the first time since the Night of Champions pay-per-view last season. That was a long time ago that this championship has changed hands. Wow. Can you believe it? Austin Aries has done it. Not only has he done it, he's done it on his debut, his pay-per-view debut. He gets it done. Incredible. Incredible from Austin Aries. That's all I have to say. I mean, Austin Aries picks up the biggest win of his career. Well, I guess Christian backed the right horse, so to say. Austin Aries has done it. He's beat Nakamura for the title tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, It is time for your main event here on Extreme Rules, and here is the tale of the tape. It's for the Universal Championship, Kevin Owens, Goldberg, and as you can see, it's all about Kevin Owens, two-time Universal Champion, longest reigning Universal Champion in history. But Goldberg, he hasn't quite had the accolades that he would have liked here in Universe Mode. He has won a bragging rights competition, but that is it. Goldberg is looking to pave his own way here in Universe Mode. Here's some of the highlights of the last few weeks. Goldberg's been running through everyone. Kevin Owens had enough, attacked Goldberg with a chair, but Kevin Owens himself with some pretty impressive victories, defeating AJ Styles in the recent episode of Raw. Kevin Owens is ready to go. This is going to be a hell of a contest, a hell of a fight between two of the best that Universe Mode has ever seen. Well, the icon, the legend that is Goldberg, made it well known at WrestleMania that he was coming for the championship one last time. It was Goldberg who attacked one of the contenders in AJ Styles, proving to the world that he is back not just for one match, he's not just back for a WrestleMania payday, he's back to win the gold. He's been on a rampage since, of course, winning the street fight against John Cena at Payback. Not only did he win that one, of course, he won the WrestleMania match between the two as well. Goldberg has been running through the Raw locker room. Seth Rollins, he beat him as well. And we know Seth Rollins is not exactly thrilled with Goldberg, and we'll certainly be seeing Rollins or Goldberg down the line, no doubt about that. But Bill Goldberg, he is the real deal. He is a man who has decided to come in, make no friends, and do whatever it takes to win the championship. This is what Goldberg wants more than anything. It's been a long time since Goldberg has won the championship in his career. It's been a long time since Goldberg has, we looked at his accolades. He hasn't got any at the moment in Universe Mode because he hasn't been around. He's decided to come back, one last run, one more time, win the championship, and prove to the world that he's still got it. Prove to the world that he's still the superhero. Many believe that he came in to be the hero to the kids. He came in to be the role model. Well, the kids aren't buying it. Nobody is buying it. Nobody has been impressed by Goldberg's antics. Nobody has really been impressed by the way Goldberg's gone about things. But you have to be impressed by what Goldberg has delivered in the ring. The battle that he had with Cena at Payback was incredible. We're about to see a battle between himself and Kevin Owens tonight. Well, we won't be seeing a 20-second match, I can guarantee you that, ladies and gentlemen. This is the real deal. Kevin Owens and Goldberg, they're going to get it on. Two of the absolute best here in Universe Mode. Kevin Owens, you talk about the names he's beaten, we'll rattle off a few. Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, Undertaker, and we'll leave it at there because the list just goes on and on and on. Kevin Owens has beaten them all, but there's one legend he has yet to beat, and he will be in the ring with him here tonight. Kevin Owens, one of the absolute best we've ever seen, maybe the best we've ever seen here in Universe Mode. Two-time Universal Champion. He won the title back at WrestleMania. A new brand, new superstars to face, new opportunities. And this is a new opportunity, alright. This is Goldberg chasing the championship. We thought it was going to be Goldberg chasing Finn Balor's title, but thanks to the draft, things have changed, and Goldberg will have to take Kevin Owens' title instead. I'm sure Goldberg won't mind one bit. Goldberg, what a competitor he is. To come back, get himself in shape after all these years later, stay at the top of his game, and come back and impress us so much. That WrestleMania win over John Cena was the beginning of it all. Then to beat him again at Payback is so incredible. Look at the champion right there. He is focused. He's ready to go. And the champ wants this more than anything. He wants to hang on to that title, a championship that you just believe that he lives and craves for. Kevin Owens can't imagine his life without that championship. He's worked so hard. He came back from a serious injury from Brock Lesnar, a serious beatdown. He came back from a few months off to come back and win that title at WrestleMania. He's not letting it go anytime soon. But this is the ultimate challenge from him here tonight. Goldberg and Kevin Owens in an Extreme Rules match. Here we go. Goldberg with a strong start with a neck breaker. Kevin Owens, these right hands will be deadly from Goldberg. He needs to avoid them, gets out of the ring. He's not going to be backing down from a fight. And, 20 seconds is hard to accomplish, it's hard to beat. Looks as though we're going to get there, though, tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank goodness for that. This is going to be a bit longer than that one. As now Goldberg sent over the top, and he hangs on. Kevin Owens went for a right hand. He missed out. Didn't miss that one, though. As Owens DDT through the ropes, and Goldberg tangled up there on the ropes. Good start here for Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens go to the outside, and he's not messing around. He's not wasting any time. Oh, but Goldberg not letting him get that weapon. Who knows what he would have got there. As Kevin Owens into the steel steps. Goldberg has recently been in a street fight with John Cena. We still haven't seen Cena since. John Cena was beaten up so badly in that street fight from Goldberg that we haven't seen Cena in a month. And Goldberg on that night, well, he showed us that he could go extreme. And the Extreme Rules match won't worry Goldberg too much. Recently being in that street fight, he's prepared himself well. That's the ultimate, I guess, warm-up match to something like this. You don't prepare yourself for Extreme Rules, you get yourself in a fight, especially with John Cena. That'll get yourself prepared pretty quickly. As now Kevin Owens is going for something. What's he got there? A steel chair. Goldberg, though, tried to wrestle it off him. Did so successfully. And Owens tried to connect with a clothesline from behind, but Goldberg able to avoid, and now Goldberg plants down Kevin Owens. Well, Goldberg, he looks good so far. And no surprise. You beat Seth Rollins not too long ago. You've beaten John Cena. He's really making an enemy out of the entire locker room. It seems as though everyone is starting to get a little sick of what Goldberg's doing here. He's come in, he's taking the spots of the younger guys, and he's got such a negative attitude. Looking to beat up anyone, backstage, before matches, after matches, do whatever the hell he likes, because he's Goldberg. And I think some of the guys here on Raw are starting to get fed up with it, Kevin Owens included. And would love to shut Goldberg up and beat him. As Goldberg plants down Owens again to the outside. Not only that, Goldberg's come back, and he's the highest paid superstar in the entire Universe Mode locker room. Goldberg on a $1 million contract. The only man to be on $1 million or anywhere near $1 million is Goldberg. And that's going to piss a lot of people off as well. You come back, you get a massive contract, you eat up 1/10 of the salary cap is Goldberg. That's how important that, well, Christian believes Goldberg is to Monday Night Raw. And Christian will want his investment, just like we saw with Austin Aries. He'll want his investment to pay off. Right hand there by Kevin Owens. This one is remained to the outside. Oh, Goldberg landing harshly on his neck there. What about that there from Kevin Owens? Launching him with a beautiful maneuver, but Goldberg just landing really, really badly on his neck. And obviously, being at the age of the years, you can't take many serious falls like that, because that will just inflict twice as much damage to a broken down body. And this is where Goldberg will have to prove that he can hang with these young guys. He has still got enough in the tank to stay around and compete, because this is where it's going to get tough for him. You take moves like that, you get beaten down like that, it's not easy to get back to your feet. As you can see, he is back up. Goldberg going to keep on fighting. Goldberg, you see, he's frustrated. Going for a couple right hands, missed out. This time he connects and picks up Kevin Owens and slams him down. Keeping this one to the outside of this ring, as obviously every time you land, every time you fall, it's going to hurt even that little bit more to the outside, and both men know that. It's a simple way to inflict just that a little bit more damage on your opponent without having to do all that much, but also it can work in both ways. If you get slammed down, it's not good for you either. Goldberg trying to get to his feet. Kevin Owens is happy to keep this one at a slower pace, happy to go at his own terms, attack when he feels as though he should. But I don't know about that. I think trying to quicken the pace, put the pressure on Goldberg, trying to wear down the man, the veteran that is Goldberg, might be the way to go. Kevin Owens happy to go at a slower style here. As you can see, just happy to watch on as Goldberg gets back to his feet. I'm not sure about that from Kevin Owens. It's an interesting tactic. We'll see if it works for him. He's just happy to keep slowly wearing down Goldberg. As Goldberg is still down. Kevin Owens, he's just happy to wait it out. Now Goldberg driven into the steel steps, so that's effective from Kevin Owens. And that'll do. More moves like that, and Kevin Owens will be well on his way to winning this matchup and retaining his championship. Goldberg, though, kicks Owens in the guts, wraps him up, and slams him down, tosses him. Wow, that's the power of Goldberg. You know, Goldberg defies age. He's just able to come back and look the same, compete at the same level. You know, that dominant level that he was back in WCW. Now he's back here in Universe Mode. We've seen him in a couple of appearances, as we said in the pregame, that he has competed at bragging rights, and that was really the only other accolade he's accomplished here in Universe Mode. He hasn't really been around that much. He's had a couple of small appearances here and there at WrestleMania and bragging rights, representing SmackDown at the time. Is now Goldberg. Look out, Owens going to fly, is he? And, oh, missed out as Goldberg able to avoid the kick. Goldberg beat Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yes, that's right. Goldberg beat Stone Cold Steve Austin in the Battle of the Brands match back in Season 2 of Universe Mode at bragging rights. Goldberg versus Austin one-on-one, and Goldberg beat him on that occasion. I think we were all a little surprised that Goldberg beat him on that occasion, but I guess that proved to us that, hey, Goldberg is still good enough to compete at the top level. Goldberg didn't really cash in on that opportunity and has waited up until now to decide to come back for one more big run. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why he's decided that now's the right time. Maybe the body is right, maybe the mind is ready, and maybe he's physically ready to go. At the moment, Kevin Owens hasn't really been that effective. His strategy of slowing things down, going at a slower pace, hasn't really worked out. Goldberg's still looking okay. Kevin Owens, like I said, he needs to probably quicken the pace here. It's a strategy that hasn't worked out yet for Owens. Goldberg! Well, from behind, full Nelson slam, effective from Goldberg, and now, don't turn around, Kev. You're not going to like it. Here comes Goldberg with a spin. No! Owens turned it into a counter into the DDT. And obviously Kevin Owens, he'll know that the spear and jackhammer combination is so deadly. Jackknife cover here by Kevin Owens. Could be in here for Goldberg. Pressure on him. And oh! Kick out it too. So close. But not yet. Goldberg still in this matchup. Single leg takedown there. Well, Kevin Owens will know that the spear and jackhammer combination is the go-to for Goldberg. If you can find a way to counter either of those moves, if not both, then I don't know if Goldberg has anything else to beat you with. It's as simple as that. If you can find a way to stop that, you will win this matchup. Kevin Owens slamming down Goldberg again. That knee that he delivered also cut Goldberg open. Everyone's just getting cut open tonight. As now Kevin Owens, he's getting his crowd behind him. This crowd wants to see Kevin Owens beat Goldberg here tonight. Clothesline! Goldberg clubs down Kevin Owens there as Owens back to his feet though and hits one of his own. The young gun with a big clothesline to Goldberg, and this is, you know, as we saw with the Hideo Itami and Jericho match, this is really the passing of the torch. Kevin Owens may not look as great as Goldberg physically, but he performs just as good, if not better. Kevin Owens has beaten the absolute best of the best. He's a brute, he is a dominant force, and he, at his best, is unstoppable. But Goldberg, he's exactly the same. Goldberg is just the total package. He is just unstoppable. He is a beast, and when he's unleashed, good luck. And this animal inside Goldberg has been unhinged at the moment. He's trying everything he can to put Kevin Owens away. Couldn't find the spear earlier. Trying to go for the powerbomb. Owens with the counter with some right hands. Shot there by Kevin Owens. And now Owens with another one to the gut and takes Goldberg off his feet again. Into the cover now from Owens. Thinks he may have him. And he doesn't though. Kevin Owens trying not to make mistakes, and you can understand why. Goldberg, he'll capitalize on it. He's waiting for a window of opportunity to hit that jackhammer or to go for that spear. And Kevin Owens is trying everything in his power to not let that happen. As now, look out up top. Oh my God, what about that from Goldberg? That's the power with that press slam. And now this could be it for Owens. No, the shoulder is up. That is the strength of Goldberg, just holding Kevin Owens high in the air, chops him down and slams him. As now Goldberg with a spear, as now, no, Owens again, another counter. Goldberg can't get the spear. Kevin Owens is up to the challenge and once again counters. But to be fair, if Goldberg had have connected, he really didn't have the run-up, didn't have the momentum, the force that he would have normally had. It was very close to Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, I think, was kind of smart there. He realized perhaps Goldberg was going for that spear, so he got as close as he possibly could to Goldberg, whilst he was a little dazzled and dazed, and perhaps playing a bit of possum as well to Goldberg. Smart from Kevin Owens, as now he's launched over the top there by Goldberg again. Goldberg trying to outmuscle Kevin Owens, and so far it's working, but if he can't find that spear, if he can't find that jackhammer, like I said, how does he beat Kevin Owens? I don't think he can. Kevin Owens has made a career out of being able to kick out of the best moves and being able to counter your best shot. And Goldberg has learnt that early. 2 times he's went for that spear, 2 times has been countered into a DDT. Big reason why that cut exists at the top of his head, because he has not been able to get the better of Owens, and those DDTs have been effective. Those knees from Kevin Owens as well. Goldberg is frustrated. Can't seem to find his best shot. Kevin Owens continues to fight. But Kevin Owens, on the other hand, hasn't really been able to get the better of Goldberg. Hasn't looked likely to even go for that pop-up powerbomb. Kevin Owens, that's the thing. Goldberg is so tough to beat. You need to find your best move. And if you can't do it... Oh! Wow! Did you see how far he just threw Kevin Owens with ease? That is incredible from Goldberg. Now, there's no... Again, Goldberg gets countered by the spear. Somehow Kevin Owens, even though he just got launched into a new stratosphere, he somehow found a way to counter that spear for the 3rd time, and Goldberg is not happy at all. Frustrating the #1 contender. Goldberg, what does he do now? He can't get the spear, can't get the jackhammer. He knows that combination is exactly what he needs, and Kevin Owens is ready for it. Up to the challenge, up to the task. Owens now, into the referee, but looks like the referee back to his feet. He's okay. DDT again by Owens. And spiking Goldberg head first, as now Kevin Owens wraps up Goldberg, drops him down with a knee in the back of his head. And now Owens looking to put Goldberg away. Are we going to see the pop-up powerbomb? Here it comes. Goldberg in trouble. Owens, pop-up powerbomb. He's done it again. How does he do it? No. The shoulder of Goldberg is up. Owens can't believe it. He's telling the referee, count faster. Was that 3? He can't believe it wasn't. He better believe Goldberg kicked out. Owens wants it again. Can he find it one more time? What the hell is this? What the hell? Kevin Owens! He's going for a jackhammer! You've got to be kidding me! The ultimate insult! And no, Goldberg kicked out, but Owens just hit a jackhammer! Wow, that is a risky move, and Goldberg can't believe he just did that. Well, Owens has come out and said he hates Goldberg, doesn't stand for Goldberg. Anything that Goldberg does, he hates. He just can't stand the man. And what better way to beat him with his own move? Goldberg now. We haven't seen too much extreme here. The weapons haven't been used. They've been outside the ring. But now a kendo stick. Goldberg's had enough. Instead, Kevin Owens back to his feet. Goldberg realized he's got to get Kevin Owens down first, as now he's trying to press slam Owens again. Can't connect, as now Kevin Owens, he'll drive the knee into that back of Goldberg with the backbreaker. And a kick to follow. I can't believe Kevin Owens with that jackhammer. Now Owens using the ropes to his advantage. Goldberg's in trouble. Owens though can't get it. Goldberg realizing Owens is cheating. Now jackknife cover here from Goldberg. Can he get it himself? As, oh geez, that's close. Goldberg surprising Owens. And now you can see Goldberg just worn out a little bit there. This is what we were talking about. You quicken the pace of this one, and it'll be tough for Goldberg to come back. Owens is trying to get to his feet. You can see Goldberg wants to hit that spear in the corner. He can't do it. Oh, this time he hits the spear, and he just didn't let Kevin Owens get to his feet and turn around in time. Goldberg was ready and waiting. He struck it perfectly. He hit the spear, but he couldn't get the jackhammer. Maybe he needs to ask Kevin Owens on how to hit a jackhammer perfectly. Kevin Owens showed us earlier on Now Owens wants Goldberg up. Kevin Owens, here he comes, launching himself. No, misfired. Kevin Owens with a major mistake. Goldberg now has a chance. He hit the spear on Owens finally. But you can see he's still dazzled. Goldberg's going to go for that jackhammer to follow. Kevin Owens drives Goldberg in the corner. This is close. And now Goldberg. Yes, here we go. Goldberg has Owens up. Finally, the jackhammer done right. Goldberg hits the jackhammer. And the cover. We have a new champ. Goldberg finally connected with the jackhammer. It took him all match to hit the spear. And it took him all match to find the jackhammer. But that's all he needed. The spear, the jackhammer, the 1, 2, 3. And we have crowned a new Universal Champion tonight. Kevin Owens, well, he hit the pop-up powerbomb. And could you believe it? He hit a jackhammer of his own. And since that moment in this match, Goldberg was absolutely pissed. Let's be honest, he was not happy at all. Goldberg, though, able to find a jackhammer of his own and puts Kevin Owens away for the 1, 2, 3. And Goldberg has won the Universal Championship. It's not going to be popular. Goldberg not exactly well liked around here by the Raw locker room. And now this could really create some hostility on Monday Night Raw. Goldberg has made no friends whatsoever. And now he's the champ. Well, tune in to Raw, ladies and gentlemen. Things are going to get interesting, no doubt about that. Kevin Owens, his title reign has come to an end. And Goldberg completes his mission. He wanted to win the Universal Championship. He wanted to come back and get it done. Be the hero to everyone. Nobody wants him to be their hero. So now, he's become the villain. Goldberg, doing things his own way. Doing whatever the hell he wants. And takes the title tonight at Extreme Rules. And he has beaten Kevin Owens to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, what a victory by Goldberg. And that is all we have tonight for you for Extreme Rules. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, please leave a like. Let's go for a massive like goal. Can we do it? 500 likes, so help me get that done. If you watch the entire show, in the comments down below, I want you to comment the word extreme and also tell me your favorite moment of the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Follow me on Twitter at BrendenPlayz. Leave a like on our Facebook page, BrendenPlayz, for more updates to do with the channel. And of course, make sure you check out the next episode of Universe Mode coming your way very, very soon. Monday Night Raw, as we saw with Goldberg winning just then. Things are going to get interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one.